Daddy, the man, the myth, the motherfucking legend, the triggerer of cucks, the breaker of cults, the ender of bloodlines. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, beneath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, even without listening, writing songs that their voices never shared. No one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool, as I said, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I may teach you. Take my arms that I may reach you. Spread the words that the Father always says till you're dead. And hear the sound of silence. And hear the sound of silence. The sound of silence. And touch the sound of silence. Welcome to the show, baby. Big Daddy Show. The one and only, except no motherfucking substitutes. All right. What's going on in the world today? The Eastern world, it is exploding. Violence flaring, bullets loading. Old enough to kill, but not for voting. Don't believe in war, well, what's that gun you're toting? But ya tell me over and over again, my friend, I don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. I said I don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. We might be, but probably not. Yeah, a lot of shit going on out there in the world today. Yeah, I spoke about this on my last live stream about how powers that be, the deep state, they're trying to basically start fucking World War III on their way out of office. Yeah, they've got a very, very small window before Trump gets in there, and they're going to cause as much fucking chaos as humanly possible. You hear about the regime change in Syria? It's like, what the fuck? Like, that just like happened overnight. Like, seemed like there would have been some build up to that. You would have heard about it on social media. It's like, nope, regime change all of a sudden. Yeah, it turns out that the Syrian military, yeah, everybody's got their fucking price, as they say. Everybody's got their fucking price. The Syrian military got paid off to stand down, and Israel completely destroyed all of their defenses. A fucking terrorist army marched in there. Yeah. United States funding both sides of the fucking war. Pentagon funding one side, CIA funding the other side. The fucking masters of war. The horrors of chaos. Yeah, spreading all that negativity. Sowing the seeds of negativity. Hatred, death. Yeah. A lot of shit going down. Yeah, remember Al Qaeda, that fucking terrorist group, Al Qaeda. Remember Al Qaeda? Osama was the leader of them. Osama bin Laden, that fearsome terrorist. Yeah, one of the Al Qaeda leaders is now the de facto fucking ruler of Syria, and that's a good thing, according to CNN and the media. You evil, disgusting leftist scum! Fuck, there is no fucking depth the left will not fucking sink to. Yeah, trying to do a real quick regime change on their way out, knowing that they've just got a brief window of time to do it until Trump gets in there. God damn. Yeah, Syria, well, they've been on the hit list for years, ever since 9/11. Yeah, General Wesley Clark revealed that. Shortly after 9/11, he was shown a hit list of Middle Eastern nations, about 7 of them to be exact. Yeah, almost every fucking country on that list was taken down. Only 2 remain, Syria and Iran. And we just took down Syria. Iran, you better fucking watch out. You're next. You're fucking next. Yeah, Russia, they were spread too thin. For the longest time, Russia was protecting Syria, but it's like, no, fucking around in the Ukraine. And yeah, it's okay. Terrorism's only okay whenever we fund it and use it as a tool to overthrow countries. Then terrorism's perfectly fine. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be in some sort of a war with terrorists, a war on terror, a war against Al Qaeda, but it turns out we're funding them. Fuck. Nobody's gonna go to jail over this either. That's the worst part. Like, this is like some fucking shit that people should be put in front of a firing squad over. Nope, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, remember when Muammar Gaddafi was the leader of Libya? And then when, yeah, Muammar, he willingly gave up his weapons thinking that they were going to leave him alone. Nope, they came in there, took him down, fucking butchered him like a fucking hog. And now slavery is legal in Libya now. Yeah, it's only a matter of time till slavery is legalized in Syria too. And that's a good thing. Yeah, the Clinton Foundation will be up in there. You watch. Ah. Yeah, there was an old saying. Hillary, she wrote a book. It takes a village. She ought to know. In the case of Haiti, she took many. Yeah, remember that? When the Clinton Foundation went in there into Haiti after that fucking hurricane, and then all those children went missing. Like, what happened to all those children? Adrenochrome is a hell of a drug, as the old saying goes. Yep. Nothing's going to happen to these motherfuckers either. That's the worst part. Nothing ever does happen to them. Remember when they burnt down Notre Dame Cathedral? Literally burnt down a fucking church. Yep. One of the most iconic churches known to man. Notre Dame Cathedral. They burnt it down in some sort of weird satanic sacrifice. Big Mike sat there and sipped champagne while it happened too, watching it from a fucking boat drifting down the waters. Lay in the water, children. Yeah, I heard Notre Dame got reopened too. Lord only knows what sort of fucking satanic altars they got in the catacombs. You know, they got some underground levels that people don't see. Yeah. Why did they have to burn down Notre Dame? Made no sense. Said it was some sort of a fire got out of control and then the entire fucking cathedral burnt down. Like, really? Something smells fishy about that one. Yeah, these fucking Satanists. You can't put nothing past them. You really can't. Yeah, war in Syria. Fucking happened overnight. And like that, fucking the regime toppled. And instead of being able to focus on domestic policy coming out the gate, now Trump's got to worry about another fucking war going on in the Middle East. God, these leftists are so fucking evil. I wish I could just beat Vito to death with a baseball bat right now. I'm so fucking mad. In Minecraft, obviously. No, these fucking leftists, no matter how evil they get, no matter what sort of wicked shit they do, people like Vito and Destiny and those of their ilk will still fucking vote for them. They would see this world burn to the fucking ground if it meant that a Democrat could rule over its ashes. These fucking people. It's not a political philosophy to them, though. It's a fucking religion is what it is. And the thing is, the most dangerous forms of religions are the ones that have this sort of apocalyptic end times thing to it. And the left, their religion has an apocalyptic end times thing to it too, in the form of global warming. Oh, global warming, we got to do this, this, and that, or the planet's going to be destroyed. If we got to kill as many people as possible, that's another part of it, population control. Because the earth is going to be destroyed. We got to protect the earth from the global warming and the people. The people are causing the global warming. So we got to kill as many people as possible. And next thing you know, boom, pandemic. Fuck. At the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, Adolf Hitler's body count will be nothing compared to Anthony Fauci's. Let's put it that way. Fuck. Not a goddamn thing is going to happen to these motherfuckers either. Nothing ever does happen to them. Yeah, I hear Joe Biden might be pardoning Anthony Fauci preemptively on his way out, along with a whole host of others. Yeah, he just pardoned his son, Hunter, here. Yeah, who didn't see that one coming? People are acting surprised, too. Like, this motherfucker has literally been one of the most corrupt presidents of all time. And you're acting surprised he pardoned his fucking corrupt criminal son? Shit. Good thing about it, though, it set a precedence for Trump. Now Trump can get in there and pardon the January 6ers like nothing. Like, hey, you pardon Hunter, I'll pardon these guys. Buffalo Shaman, you're free to go. Actually, the Buffalo Shaman's already free. Who am I kidding? Yeah, the Masters of War. They're having their field day right now. They're trying to cause as much fucking chaos as humanly possible before they leave office. Trying to cause as much trouble for Trump. Yeah, we don't need to be focusing on fighting a war anywhere except for our own fucking soil, pulling the cartel root and stem out of our fucking cities and our fucking towns and then our mountains. Yeah, I hope Trump's serious when he says he's going to go to war with the cartel, because that's the only fucking war we should be fighting, against the Mexican drug cartel. Not just that, but all of the gangs too. All of these foreign gangs that have infiltrated our cities. The ones that are taking over apartment complexes and shit like that. The MS-13s of the world. Completely eradicate them. Put the military on the streets. Door-to-door sweeps. That's what we need to do. Street sweeper, baby, cock ready to let it go. We don't need to be fucking around the Ukraine or the Middle East. Anything. Pull all of our fucking troops back to U.S. soil, get out of NATO, get out of the UN, and pull the cartel root and stem out of our fucking country. And the gangs, too. A lot of these gangs work hand in hand with the cartel. But when you really get down to brass tacks, the only reason the cartel and these gangs are allowed to operate is because we fucking let them. Yeah, you know, the CIA and all of the various alphabet agencies are getting their kickbacks. Yeah, remember when that one cartel, they got busted laundering money through a certain bank? Turns out the whole bank was corrupt as fuck. And they put Robert Mueller in charge of the bank as punishment to the bank for working with the cartel. Like, yeah, then Robert Mueller got his fucking cut. Like, no, we're not going to shut you down. We just want to become part of it. We got to wet our beak, too. These fuckers are so evil. Yeah. There's going to be so much bullshit they're going to try before Trump gets in there. Yeah, when they say that they want to reduce carbon, the carbon they want to reduce is us, humans. That's the carbon they want to get rid of. Yeah, but those gang members, hey, those are potential Democrat voters right there. That's literally the only reason they let these fuckers in there, because they're potential Democrat voters. That and they cause as much fucking chaos as humanly possible. And one thing they love more than anything is chaos. Ah, damn, that's some good coffee. And we're just sipping coffee, chilling, ranting and raving, doing our thing. Raging like a Cajun. Adjudication. Waltzing in the pale moonlight. Sipping on a little liquor. Smoking on a little something. Yeah, I was going to fire one up on Saturday, but I got a little too tired. Same thing with Sunday. Monday rolled around. It's like, I got to fire one up today. Got too much fucking shit to talk about. Got to fire one up. Big Daddy Show. Yeah, you will hear shit here at this channel on this show that you will never hear anywhere else. That's for sure. Whether it be a certain dialed-in political hot take, a certain animation, a certain bit put together, a certain piece of music, you're going to hear shit here at the Big Daddy Show that you will never hear anywhere else. That's one thing I guarantee. Iconoclastic. Yeah, I heard that they declared martial law in South Korea here recently. The president saw that he was going to get ousted, so he declared martial law. Then the military got involved, and then the lawmakers got into their parliament and voted to overturn the martial law, and now the president's looking at getting ousted. Yeah, I heard France is on the verge of collapsing or might have already collapsed. A lot of shit going on out there. The cities may burn. Yeah, BLM is promising reprisal. Yeah, Daniel Penny, that guy in New York that choked out that homeless dude, I guess he just got acquitted on all charges. And BLM is livid. Mm-hmm. They're getting ready to chimp out, y'all. No, we'll see. You know, I think the George Floyd riots kind of burnt them all out. Like they saw that they burnt down the cities, got all uppity, and at the end of the day, what did they get in return? I mean, yeah, maybe they stole a bunch of shit from stores, but nothing really happened that was positive. And a lot of that shit was bought and paid for, if you know what I mean. George Soros funded. You don't got the agent provocateurs on the streets leading the rebellions. Well, most of them black people, they just gonna stay home, sip on a 40 and drink and smoke a blunt, watch themselves some TV, use that EBT card and go get some chicken wangs and just hang out. They ain't gonna go fucking burn down the fucking cities over some homeless dude getting choked out. Yeah, Daniel Penny is the real Captain Chokeout for you. Yeah, I'm telling you, if he would have been charged, it would have set such a bad precedence going forward. Because men are already like, it's like, fuck it. If shit pops off, like, you know what? I'm not going to fucking lift a finger to get involved. I'm not going to fucking risk it. Nope. And if he would have got thrown, if they would have thrown the book at him, that really would have been the end of any semblance of chivalry, whatever's left. Let's put it that way. Yeah, no man is ever going to take the chance of standing up and stopping somebody, knowing that they could be the one that gets thrown in jail for it. I mean, fuck, you'd have to be stupid to do that shit. I have a feeling Trump getting elected too had a lot to do with getting the full acquittal. Like, had Kamala Harris been elected, the things might have been different. But I think the culture is starting to change a little bit. Like, people are really starting to get sick of this woke bullshit, and they know that with the winds of change coming in, that cancel culture isn't going to be as robust as it once was. Yeah, BLM has vowed reprisal. They vowed to burn down the cities. We'll see if it happens. I'm guessing no. I'm gonna guess no. But we'll see. I've been wrong before. Ew. Yeah. Nobody would want to help anybody in distress anymore, that's for sure. No, who would want to take the chance? Yep, the times they are changing. We need more heroes out there, that's for sure. I need a hero, holding on to my hero to the end of the night, as the old saying goes. Yeah, speaking of heroic behavior, I heard a story about a Michigan 13-year-old, a boy. He saved his 8-year-old sister from kidnappers using nothing but a slingshot. Yep, firing rocks, marbles. Now, anybody who's ever like fucked around with slingshots, wrist rockets, knows you could actually kill somebody with a fucking slingshot. You fucking get a marble, aim it right at their fucking head, and let loose, boom, you could fucking kill a motherfucker. Yeah, David and Goliath. David fucking took down a giant with a fucking slingshot. Yeah, but Lord only knows what had happened to that poor 8-year-old had she been kidnapped, put into the trafficking pipeline, sent over to the Middle East, or sent over to one of these spirit cooking parties, end up adrenochrome for Hillary Clinton. Yikes. End up trafficked. Who the fuck knows? Yeah, bad shit would have happened, no doubt. Yeah, speaking of which, I heard a story that 91% of Pornhub got taken down. A lot of it having to do with the women on there, they being abused and trafficked and whatnot. 91%. That's a lot of fucking porn. But the 9% of the porn left is probably a lot too. Like, at some point in the game, you have to ask yourself, it's the same thing with vehicles. Like, when you have so many vehicles made, do we really need more vehicles to be made? Same thing with porn. With all of the porn out there, does there need to be more porn to be made? Really? I don't know. I guess it depends on what's trending. I heard that transgender porn has become really, really popular. I mean, I haven't really watched porn in years, but to hear that this is what people fucking watch now is like, Jesus Christ. I guess that's what happens. Like, you need to find the next fix, like something a little bit more depraved than the last thing. And next thing you know, you're beating off to dudes LARPing around as women. Like, fuck. And we got full-blown population collapse. The Mouse Utopia experiments playing out before our very fucking eyes. Nobody's getting married anymore. Nobody's having families. But women are just so fucking insufferable, though. Yeah, nobody wants to get in relationships anymore. Yeah, you want to know the one thing I miss the most about being in a relationship? Not the sex, not the good home-cooked meals, not the cuddling, not the love. No, no. The thing I miss most about being in a relationship, the fighting. Yes, the arguing, the negativity. That's the thing I miss most. Said no man ever. But that's the one thing I've noticed that women love to do. They love to fight. They love to argue. They love negativity. Yeah, I've seen this so many times where the bitch will just manufacture a fight out of nowhere just to fight for the sake of fighting, just because they love to argue. Jesus Christ, I couldn't imagine living a life like that. Well, I mean, I've tried, I've done it, and I can't do it. And the men that do it, They end up staying married for X number of years, or be with a bitch that tortures their soul. Like, that's no way to live. It really isn't. Because these men, they walk around on eggshells with these bitches, afraid to say something or do something and incur their wrath. If you have to walk around on eggshells with anybody, those people become your masters and you their slaves. And that's no fucking way to live, unless you enjoy living life as a fucking slave. That's no life for me. Fuck no. Yeah, we need more heroes. Not enough fucking heroes out there, that's for sure. Too many fucking scammers. Too many grifters, too many charlatans, too many evil motherfuckers. Yeah, you hear about Hawk Tua scamming her fans, Logan Paul style, with some sort of crypto scam. Scammed her fans for millions of dollars. Her fans. Could you imagine being a fan of Hawk Tua? Hawk Tua, if you don't know who this bitch is, she basically told a dick-sucking joke, and then it went viral, and then like that, she became famous. I guess. She started a fucking talk show, Talk Tua. Became like one of the most popular podcasts in the country. Got signed to multiple fucking deals for this, and that. Got a net worth higher than your average fucking AAA grade celebrity now. Or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, by telling a dick-sucking joke. By telling a fucking dick-sucking joke. But anyway, she was on about minute 14 and a half of her 15 minutes of fame. So she decided to cash in and do a crypto scam. Did a Hawk Tua coin, kind of like a Bitcoin thing, but with, I forget, it was related to her. Tua coin, something like that. And people actually bought that. People actually fucking bought it. If you paid one red penny for a Hawk Tua coin and you got fucking ripped off, you deserve it. You fucking do. And if you fucking lost millions of dollars on that shit, oh, Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, you get what you fucking deserve. Yeah. You get what you fucking deserve. Yeah, they don't have any sort of regulations for crypto the way they do with stock market bullshit. So whenever they do an unleashing of a new coin or a new NFT or a new whatever, there's no laws against insider trading. So what they do is like they buy low and then sell high, and then they all coordinate the sell, so that way everybody makes maximum amount of profit. And that's what this bitch did. The rug pull is what it's called. She pulled the rug on her fans. Fucking made millions of dollars off of them. Hopefully the bitch goes to jail over it. Hopefully. But like I said, most of these fuckers never see any sort of accountability for their crimes. Maybe now that Trump's in there, we'll see some of these fuckers go down. It would be nice, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm really not. Yeah. A lot of fucking shit going down out there. Yeah, I heard that a big pharma CEO got assassinated for he was the head of some sort of insurance company called United Health. Got fucking capped right there on the fucking streets by some dude using a silencer. Hold on, I gotta let my dog out real quick. Yeah, old boy got capped. They got it on camera. He was wearing, the assassin was wearing a fucking hoodie and had his face covered and was wearing a backpack. And apparently the shell casings had some cryptic messages on it. Deny, defend, degrade, something, I forget exactly. It was 3Ds. And yeah, the guy, he was treated as a hero by a lot of people. Like, yay! The same people that cheered this guy on were the same people that all got fucking jabbed too, no doubt. Yeah. And then they showed pictures of the guy. I guess he lifted the mask and they caught pictures of him. And then using facial recognition software, they were eventually able to catch him. But now here's the kicker. The thing I don't fucking understand, I'm not stupid. I've got 2 working eyes. Anybody who's seen the picture of the guy who supposedly shot the CEO and the picture of the guy that they caught, it's not the same fucking guy. He's obviously wearing a different sweater. Like the guy who's showing his face, his sweater, you look at the breasts. He's got pockets on the breasts. It's a full-on zip-up. The killer, there's no pockets on the breasts. It's not a full zip-up. And the color of the backpack is different. It's not the same fucking guy. But I don't understand how people are saying it's the same guy. He's obviously wearing something different. Like, I'm not fucking stupid. I can see it's a different guy. The whole thing stinks of a glow op, to be honest. Like, there are 2 types of people. The people that watch the shadows dancing on the wall and comment on those shadows and think it's real. And then the people who understand the nature of what's going on, that there's somebody making a fire and casting those shadows. Now, the people looking at the shadows dancing on the wall, they're cheering this guy on, saying, yes, he took out that corrupt CEO. He's a hero. But people like me who see the fucking fires and understand the nature of the game and who's casting the shadows, well, we know that this particular CEO, he was set to testify in some sort of a hearing, and he was going to take down a whole bunch of people. It was a fucking deep state hit is what it was. And some fucking patsy is being set up. It's obvious that's what's going on. Well, to me, because I'm not fucking stupid and I don't watch the shadows dancing on the wall and think they're real. Yeah, but all you gotta do is look at the guy's sweater. It's a different fucking sweater, a different backpack. Fuck. Different color backpack. The sweater's got pockets on the fucking breasts. Yeah, whoever this guy is sounds like he's been set up. It'd be interesting to see what this guy has got going on. Whoever he is, he's a threat to the deep state, and they want to take him out of the picture. I heard that he's like he's pretty smart. He's into a lot of shit. I just heard about it recently here before the stream, so I'm not fully up to date on it. But it's pretty clear it's 2 different guys to anybody with working eyeballs, at least. Yeah, I smell a glow op. I smell a fucking glow op. The CEO is set to testify. How many fucking people could he have taken down? Blown the lid off of something? Like, nope, not anymore. Not anymore, he's not. Yeah, but the shooter is a hero, though. He's a hero. Yeah, whoever this guy is, he's going to get a lot of marriage proposals in prison. If there's one thing women love more than anything, it's the killer types, you know. Hybristophilia is real. It really is. The more of a hardcore fucking killer criminal type you are, the more you're going to be attractive to these fucking insane bitches. Hold on. I got to get up real quick. Never forget what is the best in life. Enjoy this little skit. We'll be back in a minute. About 1 minute and 30 seconds, we'll be back.
Crushing a Miss White, dancing with the devil in the dark. Crushing a Miss White, dancing with the devil in the dark. this world, leaving my soul of pain, crushing in this world, dancing with the devil in the rain. Crushing in this world, feeling my soul a spark. Crushing in this world, dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap.
All right. And we're back. Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. Yeah, you know, I heard that there's this dude, he created an internet program that's supposed to scour the internet for data. And it's supposed to make predictions based upon this data that it scours from the internet. And he started this back when the internet first started, back in the 90s, this program. And he was able to accurately predict all sorts of just random shit like 9/11, various stock market crashes, various wars. And I believe it was the year 2009 that he made a prediction and about UFOs and an alien invasion. And the particular UFO invasion prediction that he made was that once Donald Trump goes on the Joe Rogan show, exactly 39 days after that, that the aliens would invade. And, well, after Trump went on Joe Rogan, turns out 39 days from that date was December 3rd. And I guess, well, anybody who's been following any sort of news has seen like all sorts of UFO activity popping off, not just in America, but all over the fucking globe. And it's still going on to this day. A lot of people have no idea what's going on. They're calling them drones, UAPs. Yeah. Drones in New Jersey. Yeah, I wonder if it's Project Bluebeam, the fake UFO invasion. Yeah, that's a thing that we had planned a while ago. Project Bluebeam. That's where we use a bunch of like lasers and put on a laser light show in the sky and pretend like aliens are invading. Part of Project Bluebeam involved releasing deadly killer viruses too, because that was going to be one way that they would consolidate power. That these aliens were invading and they were killing us with these viruses. So we're going to create some sort of vaccines for the viruses, and that was going to be part of the uniting of mankind under a new world order. Yeah, I long said that Project Bluebeam, they went ahead with Project Bluebeam, but they just got rid of the whole alien invasion angle and just went straight to the jab angle, if you know what I mean. Because at the end of the day, it basically did the same effect. How much power got consolidated up at the top? How much money did these fuckers make? How many fucking people did they kill? Yeah, but then all of a sudden we're seeing these aliens coming for real. If they are indeed aliens at all. They could be beings from another dimension. They could be. Yeah. I guess there was some sort of congressional hearing where they had all sorts of whistleblower testimony come out talking about, yeah, these UAPs are real. UAPs, they're calling them. It's supposed to be a more fancier term for a UFO. unidentified aerial phenomenon. I like UFO better. Unidentified flying object. It's just more old school. I like the old school. Not a fan of the new school. It's the same fucking thing. Except UFO has too much baggage attached to it, too much negative connotations. Because when you say you saw a UFO, people think you're crazy, whatever. You say, I saw a UAP. Like, oh, really? Tell me about it. Yeah, I wonder. I fucking wonder. The thing I think is so funny about it is that the prediction, how the guy who predicted it got it down to the fucking day. And how in so long ago too, in like 2009, and something so random, Donald Trump going on the Joe Rogan show, and then 39 days afterwards, aliens would invade. It's so fucking random. And exactly 39 days after Trump goes on Joe Rogan, and we see all these fucking alien craft popping up all over the place. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. You couldn't have scripted it any better, really. Yeah. Aliens. My dog, he was going off there earlier. I had to let him in. I didn't really see anything out there. But dogs, sometimes they can see shit that other people can't. They see in some sort of a spectrum. Sometimes they can see into the spirit realm, if you will. Yeah, I remember hearing a story about a remote viewer looking into a certain cattle mutilation case. And the story revolved around a couple of ranchers and their dog. And they were tending to some of their cattle. And they had turned around for a second. And they didn't look at one of their cows. And when they turned around again, they saw that the cow was gone. And then several cow parts, pieces of the cow, just kind of plopped from the sky onto the ground. And the dog that they had with them turned around and ran off and was never seen again. So what happened was this particular remote viewer, in order to figure out what exactly went down with this scenario, decided to remote view the incident through the eyes of the dog. So he put himself in the dog to look through the dog's eyes to see what the dog saw. And what he said was, when he saw what the dog saw, like it was one of the scariest things he had ever seen in his life. He said, imagine a giant brain the size of a fucking SUV with a bunch of tentacles hanging out from underneath it with a beak. And it used the tentacles, grabbed the cow, sucked it up into its beak, kind of like chewed it up a little bit, and then spit out the pieces of the cow, and then flew away real quick. And that was the thing that the dog saw. And it fucking scared the dog so bad that it ran off. A giant floating brain with tentacles and a beak. Like, what the fuck? Sounds kind of like a Metroid. But anyway, during this congressional testimony, they were going over the various different types of UAPs that they've classified. The spherical type, the ones that look like cigars, the ones that look like traditional UFOs, like saucers, you know. And then there were a couple of other types that caught my ear. One of them was the floating jellyfish type. And they actually showed some footage of one of these things. And if anybody remembers The Empire Strikes Back, that black droid, those black droids that they would send out to try to find the rebel base, that black droid was on Hoth. It was like kind of floating around. It has these like arms hanging out underneath it. Anyway, that's what the fucking thing looked like. It looked like a floating fucking tentacle beast, something out of H.P. Lovecraft. and it was just flying through the air. And they were documenting this. And they say this is one of these types, and not just the floating tentacle jellyfish types, but here's the kicker. They said there are floating brain types. Floating brains with tentacles. Yep, those are the two types, the floating jellyfish types and the floating brain types. And when I heard that, the floating brain types, then I remembered that story about the remote viewer and the cattle mutilation. And if these fucking things are flying around at supersonic speeds and just kind of picking up cattle at will, then you hear about the missing 411 phenomenon. Anybody familiar with that? David Paulides, he follows the cases of missing people that go missing in these national parks that are never seen again. Oftentimes they'll be there with groups of people and they'll be the last one in line. All of a sudden people will turn around like that. They're gone and they're never seen again. Sometimes you'll find a pile of clothes here and there. Maybe ever so often you'll find a body returned, but it's in an area that's been searched before. What if that's what's going on? These flying jellyfish creatures, they're just flying there and they'll just swoop up prey. And that's how they feed. And they move at such subsonic speeds, but they have a very high degree of intelligence to them too. They're like predators. So they know exactly when to strike to where they're going to leave the least amount of trace possible. It's something to think about. Yeah, and heard one of these cases of a couple of girls. They were in their car, a couple of little girls. They were with their parents, and they saw a UFO, saucer-shaped UFO, and they're trying to tell their parents, hey, look at the UFO, look at that. But the parents couldn't see it. Only the little girls can see it. So they had taken a picture of the UFO. But whenever they looked at the picture, after they got the picture developed, it didn't look like a UFO at all. It looked like a fucking starfish. A starfish? Like, what the hell? Anybody knows about starfish, the ones in the ocean? They have an ability to camouflage themselves, to actually change their color, change their nature to where they look like something completely different than what they are. And it's done to disguise them, to keep them safe. Now, what if a lot of this UFO phenomenon is actually some sort of biological creature and it's able to mask itself by whenever you look at it, it'll transform itself into something like I don't know, a UFO, where you think you're looking at some sort of a disc-shaped craft, but really you're actually looking at some sort of biological entity floating up there. That could be something to it. Not to say that that's all the phenomenon, but that could be an element to it. Like I said, when they listed off all of these different UAPs, 2 of them were classified as floating jellyfishes and floating brains. Yeah, this news literally just came out here in the last month or so. A lot of people didn't report on it because it flew under the radar, because it happened right around the same time Trump got elected, and Trump's victory kind of overshadowed all of this news. But yeah, to me, I mean, it was even bigger than the David Grush stuff, really. I think they did that on purpose and released it strategically so it would get buried in the news cycle, so that a lot of people would forget about it and only a few people like me would pick it up and report on it. Yeah, if you're fucking taking a walk out there in one of these state parks and you're alone, be careful. There might be a giant, invisible, flying Lovecraftian creature fucking snatch you up and eat your ass. Yeah. Floating brains. Some fucking scary shit. I would rather encounter a bunch of fucking grays on a craft than a giant floating brain that's gonna fucking eat me. Yeah, some say that we've already made contact with these beings, though, and in fact, we've made treaties with them. They call it the Rockefeller Treaty. Apparently, this took place back during the Eisenhower administration, shortly after World War II. Eisenhower. He was the first golf club, or yeah, the golf club president, what they call him, the president that spent most of the days on the golf course. And what he did was he basically delegated the running of the government to his good friend Nelson Rockefeller. And I guess Rockefeller cut a deal with these fucking aliens, and it kind of like brought us into this galactic federation, kind of as a silent member. We're kind of like the Puerto Rico to their United States, so to speak. But I guess another group of aliens wanted to cut a deal with us too. But these particular aliens wanted us to give up all of our nuclear weapons. We had to completely disarm. But in the face of this new alien threat that emerged, like fuck this, we can't disarm now. Like, who knows what these fuckers might do? So we made a deal with the bad ones, the Greys. And in exchange, there was a technology swap. They were going to give us some technology. And in return, they got to abduct humans and experiment on humans and cattle and shit like that. But I guess what happened was the Greys had broke the treaty and they started abducting way more humans than they were supposed to. And a part of this treaty was that we were supposed to build underground bases with them and like do joint experiments with them. And we ended up like raiding one of their bases and liberating a bunch of humans. There's this famous story about it, the famous raid in Dulce, New Mexico. Some say it's just urban legend. But if it is real, that means these aliens, they're keeping tens of thousands of humans in these underground fucking bases, using us as food, using us as science experiments, creating all sorts of chimera creatures. But I guess what we were going to do is, since we didn't have the technology to defeat the Greys in an outright warfare, what we were going to do is make this alliance with them and then slowly over time build up our technology to where we could fight them on equal terms and defeat them in a war. And part of the development of the technologies to defeat them was developing a system that would destroy their underground bases. And one of those systems was creating these massive tungsten rods that we could drop from space. And another part of this weapon system was figuring out ways to disable their craft using some sort of microwave technology, some sort of beam weaponry. Once we were able to destroy their bases and disable their craft, then we could fight them on equal terms. This is what we thought to ourselves. So maybe we've got to that point. Maybe they're flexing their power, like, hey, you guys want to fucking go to war? We'll go to war. It's a war you ain't going to win. Because if these things are what I think they are, it really is not a war we can win. I mean, they're basically our caretakers. In the Bible, they're referred to as the Watchers, the Elohim, the fallen angels, the Loosh farmers. Call them what you will. But if we ever tried to go to war with them, well, just imagine America back in the day when we would go make an alliance with some podunk country. What we would do is we would give them all of our old Civil War muskets. Hey, you guys want some good guns? Here, take these. When the reality is we have those good Winchesters and Colt 45s. But yeah. Whatever sort of technology we get from these fucking beings, they're going to have technology way, way, way more advanced. Let's put it that way. Yeah, they've already demonstrated this. They've had their orbs show up right outside of our nuclear facilities. And then after the orbs disappeared, we would go check our nuclear weapons and find out that all of the launch coordinates completely wiped from the nukes. Like a Minuteman missile. This fires up into the geosynchronous orbit, and then it spits out these things called MIRVs. They're like these little individual warheads that target various cities. So one Minuteman missile has the ability to destroy several cities. So they looked at these Minuteman missiles, and every one of those MIRVs, those warheads, had their coordinates completely wiped. So they had to go in there and individually put in the coordinates again, and it took like 6 months for them to do that. Like our entire nuclear arsenal was down for like a half a year once. The Soviet Union, thank God they didn't know. But hey, if they could do that to us, they could do it to the Soviets too. Like if they could do that to our nuclear weapons, just imagine what they could really, really do if they truly wanted to. Yeah, they might let us have a limited exchange here and there, but they're not going to let us destroy the whole planet. Like a farmer isn't going to let all of his chickens go to war and kill themselves. No, because he still needs to harvest eggs from them. Once you understand that the earth is like a chicken coop, but for humans, a human coop. And us humans were used as spiritual energies for these much more malevolent beings that exist in another dimension. And then everything starts to make perfect sense. I'm not just talking out my ass when I say this. I'm repeating a lot of the stuff I've heard through various. You look up Gnosticism. You look up all of these people who have NDEs, people who've done astral travel. A lot of the religions, they all end up going to the same area. They just speak about it differently. They don't know how to articulate it properly. But what's going on is there, like I've explained it before. Like if you want to listen to the radio, you're going to have a radio to hear the radio waves put through. In order to capture the God frequency, you have to create a human body to capture that frequency. There's a frequency that permeates throughout all of reality. The God frequency, I call it. What they did was they created a human body to capture that God frequency, and then slowly torture it to extract the correct spiritual energies that they like, the negative ones. Fear, hate, loneliness, despair. It's like crack cocaine to them. And once you understand that we're not humans out here playing God, no, we are God playing human. That's what we are. Once you understand that, we all come from the same source. But this entire thing has been constructed like a prison to trap the God source and to extract spiritual energies from us. But there's a way to escape it, though. Yeah. There is a way to escape it. Yeah, there was this bodhisattva. They called him the precious master. But he came from India over to Tibet, and he brought Buddhism with him. And he had wrote a manual for what goes on in the afterlife. Like basically telling you step for step, okay, this is what happens after you die. It called it the bardos, the stages of death. But the first bardo is the most important bardo, the stage of death. And that's the moment where you first, the soul is separated from the body, right when you die. This is the most important bardo, the most important stage of death, because you're faced with a choice at this point. There's going to be a white light. You don't have to go into that light if you don't want to. Because if you go into the light, you're going to basically get put back into the soul recycling matrix. But if your soul has absolutely nothing holding it back, you have no karma, you have no reason to go back into the soul recycling matrix, you know, you're like, yep, I don't want to be a human anymore. In fact, I don't want to be reincarnated at all. I'm ready to just go back home, go back to the source. And then like that, you can transpose back to the other side and go back to the God frequency, back home, so to speak, back where we all come from. And in doing that, you can escape the soul recycling matrix. But the only problem is once you get home, anybody who's ever done that before, left home and then done their own thing for many years and come back home, at some point you realize, you know what, it's fun being back home, feeling all this nostalgia, but at the end of the day, I got to go live my life. I got to go be free again. And then you got to leave home and go back and do your own thing. Once you get back to the God source and you're there in that feeling that infinite well of love, energy, compassion, understanding, the best feeling you've ever had. You're basking in that warmth. You're feeling that music. It's always the same tune too. You're hearing it. At some point, you're like, you know what? This is kind of boring. I think I want to go do something. And then like that, you come back to the soul recycling matrix again. They call it a prison planet, a prison setup, a prison system. But it's only that way if you look at it that way. It can be Disneyland if you want it to be. You come back and you just enjoy experiencing life as a human. It's like with video games. Sometimes the video game is so good that it's better than real life. So your entire real life revolves around playing the video game. Sometimes just living life as a human is the best fucking thing there is. That's why so many of us do it, and we just always come back, because that's how they designed it. To be a human is just such an addicting experience. We want to come back and love again, be with our family again, feel what it's like to feel again, to eat good food, to fuck, to breathe air. Like, they've crafted being a human such an enticing experience that we always come back and do it again. But we don't have to. No. So if you end up going into the light and going back into the soul recycling matrix, well, what happens after that is you go to the second bardo. And this is where you basically, some call it the life review, where you face your demons, so to speak. Sometimes you actually have to face demons, like actually fight demons. Most of the time, they're demons of your own subconscious that manifest themselves into some sort of physical form on the other side. But after you get done fighting with your demons, so to speak, and understanding where you fucked up, where you went wrong, then you sort of craft a game plan about how you're going to tackle the next life, what sort of life lessons you're going to learn, what you're going to try to do, what you're going to try to accomplish. And then you come to the third bardo, where you choose who your parents are. And it's almost like you come to a vast chamber where you see all of these people in union. And right at the moment of copulation, and you get to choose who your parents are going to be, and then you're reborn in that body. And then you have an experience as a human again. And that's the stages of death. And while going through this whole process, they extract. It's like being put into a blender and having just your distilled essence left over. But all of that other stuff in the blender, they drink it down. And you go through it all over again. And they've got wardens that run the whole fucking thing. The Elohim, the Watchers, we call them in religious terms. Fallen angels, whatever you want to call them. But they're the ones that run the prison, so to speak. They answer to higher powers. Yeah, there was this one guy, famously, he went into a coma for over 67 days, and they monitored his brain waves and his brain activity. And he said his brain was fully alert the whole time he was in this coma. And when he finally came out of the coma, he said what happened was we are cattle, and our energies are being fed upon by some sort of galactic horror that's like the size of galaxies, some sort of something beyond our comprehension and understanding. And he said when he found out the nature of reality, he became so scared, he begged to be put back into the matrix, so to speak. He begged to come back and be a human again, because it was just too overwhelming for him. And this is the way to hide from it, to hide from just how the overwhelming horror of it all is, just to come back and become a human and forget about it and live the life of a human. But there's a way to escape it, to attain nirvana, to have your soul be so free of karma that you just have nothing holding you back and you just go back to the source. But like I said, once you get there, at some point you're going to get bored, and then you're going to want to come back. And they say that the people who come back and they try to teach others about the true nature of reality, those people are called bodhisattvas. the teachers, the ones who are trying to teach people to ascend to the next level, to make their souls better. Because at the end of the day, it's all about one thing and one thing only. How well did you love? That's it. It's not simply about just saying, I love you. No, it's how well did you love? How well did you feel that emotion? How well did you treat others? A lot of people just say, I love you, whatever, but they don't truly show it. No, it's not about just saying the word. No, how well did you love? That's what it's all about. How well did you love? Maybe, just maybe, it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate, as the old saying goes. Yeah, we've ranted and raved a little over an hour. Usually we take a little break right around this time. I think we're going to take a little musical interlude, and then we're going to come back and rant and rave a little bit more. I don't know about what exactly. Maybe some Griftosphere related shit. Maybe some other stuff. Maybe I'll throw the StreamYards link out there. I don't know. We'll see. Freddie Mercury got nothing on me. All right, guys. We're going to take a little musical interlude, and we're going to be back in a few minutes. Go get yourself a sandwich. Pour yourself a drink. Go to the bathroom. Get yourself a smoke. We'll be back in a little bit.
Oh, rail. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Any way the wind blows doesn't really matter to me. Mama just killed the man, put a gun against his head, pulled that trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life isn't just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Yeah, Mama, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time next week, carry on, 'cause nothing really matters to me. Too late, my time has come, sends shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. Sometimes I wish I'd never been born at all. Carry on, carry on. Nothing really matters to me. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt of lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him the sight from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. We'll not let you go. We'll not let you go. No. Oh, Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia, let me go. Beelzebub as the devil for the sun. For me, for me, for me. So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby, can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out, just gotta get right out of here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Nothing really matters, and it one can see. Nothing really matters to me. Nothing really matters, and if one can see, nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Thanks for coming out. Something takes a part of me. You and I were meant to be a keeper for me to lay. Something takes a part of me. Something takes a part of me. Boom da da, 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 go. Nothing really matters, and if one can see, nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
But you know it starts when you're always shamed into doing what they say, even though you know it don't feel right in your heart, your soul, and mind. My dog, she don't like you, but she likes everyone. And I've never liked to admit that I was wrong. I've been so caught up in my work, could not see what's going on. But now I know I'm better off sleeping on my own. My dog, she don't like you, but she likes everyone. And I've never liked to admit that I was wrong. My dog, she don't like you, but she likes everyone. And I never liked to admit that I was wrong. My dog, she don't like you, she likes everyone. 'Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh honey, you should go and love yourself. And if you like the way it feels alone, oh baby, you can go and touch yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you can go and fuck yourself. Bitch, you can just fuck yourself. Bitch, you can just fuck yourself. You can go and fuck yourself. My dog, she don't like you, she likes everyone. My dog, she don't like you, she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. I've been so caught up in my work, could not see what's going on. But now I know I'm better off sleeping on my own. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh honey, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you can go and fuck yourself. Bitch, you can just fuck yourself. If you like the way you look that much, fuck yourself. Honey, you should go and love yourself. Bitch, you can just fuck yourself. That I'm still holding on. Bitch, you can just fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Bitch, you can just fuck yourself. My dog, she don't like you, she likes everyone. And I've never liked to admit that I was wrong. I've been so caught up in my work, could not see what's going on. But now I know I'm better off sleeping on my own. Welcome back. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh honey, you should go and love yourself. Justin Bieber inspired tune. He was molested by Diddy, you know. Yeah, I heard that Jay-Z here got implicated in raping a 13-year-old. Yeah, Jay-Z is going to be going down. Like, why you want to be fucking around with 13-year-olds? You got Beyonce, Jay-Z, shit. I guess this took place a long time ago, way back in the day. Back when they first met. Yeah, Lord only knows what sort of dirt Diddy's got on a lot of these motherfuckers. Like I said, he's like the Black Jeffrey Epstein. He's going to end up like Epstein too. But only actually he's going to end up really getting fucking yeeted. Diddy. Yeah. Big Daddy doing Bohemian Rhapsody before that. Singing all of the harmonies of Queen all in one. Yeah, being able to sing your own harmonies, it's a little bit harder than one would think. Only like the greatest singers of all time can do that kind of shit. Let's take a look at the chat here. Yeah, people, they're fucking sick of that BLM shit, I'm telling you. Huge backlash. Resbury and Corn. Pump and Dump. Luigi Mangione. Oh, that's the name of the shooter. Yeah, something's fucky about all that. I don't know. Yeah, the eyebrows look different too. Like anybody who with working eyes sees, like he's wearing two different fucking sweaters. The straps of the backpack are two completely different colors. I mean, he could have changed fucking tops and put on a different backpack, or maybe the lighting was bad and I couldn't see the pockets on the fucking breasts in the other picture. I don't know. My fucking spidey senses are going off. That's all I know. Yeah, fucking aliens. Yeah, one of their main bases is on the dark side of the moon, too. Yeah, NASA has footage of one of their craft rising up out of a crater and flying. You see the shadow on the moon and everything. You can't hoax that shit. Never was into DMT. I don't need to talk to demons. There's plenty here in real life. Yeah. That is one way to commune with these beings, though, through DMT.
There's all sorts of fucking beings you can encounter while on DMT. Fractal elves. It's one group of beings they're called. Then there are the beings of pure darkness. Those are probably the scariest ones. Of all of the beings out there, those are the ones that always have the most amount of fear attached to them. The beings of pure darkness. They don't have no definite shape or whatever. They're just composed of pure darkness. They absorb light, and you become paralyzed with fear in their presence. Those are some high-level fucking entities right there. Those are the ones that feast on our negative energies. Whatever you want to call them, archons, demons, devils, spirit lice, call them what you will. Beings of pure darkness. But yeah, those are the ones that they can transcend the realms. They can sometimes manifest themselves in the 3D space. They can get you in your dreams in the astral realm too. The War Campaign Roast Rap. I have that somewhere. On my next Man on Fire radio, I'm going to play that. I'm going to have to find it. Go through my files. But on my other channel, Big Daddy Black, here I've been doing the show Man on Fire Radio, where I've been playing all of the greatest hits of Big Daddy, all of my music. Because I've got so much fucking music. I can only play so much bumper music, so many interludes, intros, and outros. So I've just got an entire show dedicated to playing Big Daddy music. It's kind of like a faux radio station where I like pretend to be a DJ of sorts. And here is the latest blah, 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 Big Daddy. And sometimes I play other music too, of course. I mean, I am an extreme narcissist, but I'm not that much of an extreme narcissist. I have an entire fucking radio channel dedicated to playing my own music. The universe's greatest unknown rock star, baby. I'm like Elvis, the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, all roll into one. Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay. The sounds of Big Daddy will live on till another day. Yeah, 50, 75, 100 years from now, people will still be able to listen to Big Daddy shit. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Mandy. She is quite the whore. Trying to use blackmail against Dale Keown and Kyle Ritter, sticking her hooves up her fucking butthole. Trying to threaten Dale with his mother, like sending text messages to his mother on Facebook.
Mrs. Keown, you better do something about your son, the way he's talking to women, blah, blah, blah.
Like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you are? Dale Keown's mom's got to be fucking 150 years old. I mean, Dale himself is like an old-ass man. Shit. Oh, wait, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Looks like Mandy is in the back room. Hey, Mandy, do you have anything to say for yourself, you filthy fucking whore?
Why, hey there, love bugs. It's me, Mandy Summers. I'm here to jiggle my titties and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum. Commence the jiggling, partner. Yeehaw! Jiggle them titties, jiggle them titties, jiggle, 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 jiggle.
Mandy Summers, everybody. Yeah, I wonder if Dale ever got those fucking final pages done for Gymshock. I wonder. Yeah, the backers have been waiting on that one for a long time. They went back in there, rechanged the color scheme so as not to infringe upon any trademarks. Reminds me of Freddy Got Fingered. My hooves, look at my hooves. Wilbur! Yeah, Mandy is quite the whore. Yeah, Sheila, she used to be quite the fucking trollop herself. Another bitch with all sorts of nudes floating around out there on the internet. Sheila Aliens, whatever happened to her? Like, this ought to be her moment in the sun with all of these alien fucking sightings all over the place, all of these UAPs. Has anybody been seeing what's going on with Sheila? Has she been streaming, talking about this shit? Yeah, Sheila, she's actually the paranormal correspondent for the show. Normally, she's supposed to come on and tell me about this type of shit. It's been a while since she came on, though. Oh, wait, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. It looks like Sheila's in the back room. Hey, Sheila, do you have any news, any updates about these aliens? Anything at all?
I was once abducted by aliens, and they stuck a probe up my anus. And then they stuck a probe up my pussy hole. And then I grabbed the 2 probes with my hands, and I shook them vigorously. I really, really liked it.
I think Sheila got her alien abduction mixed up with her Compton gangbang. She does that. She's quite the whore, like I said. Speaking of Compton gangbang, remember when Anna broke down in Compton that one time? Boy, you bet your ass she was getting piped down. Finding her Tyrone out there with a good weed connection, no doubt. Tyrone calls his buddies, let's call the boys. Let's run a train. Next thing you know, she breaks down. Like, bitch, what are you doing in Compton? Really, what are you doing in Compton, bitch? Yeah, if I was Peaches, I'd be getting a fucking DNA test on that kid, that's for sure. I know that. But at least she finally decided to settle down and become a wife and have children. Most women never even take that step. But if they do, normally the dude isn't in the picture. She just opts to become a single mother. Single mother culture. Yeah. Women, they love being single mothers. They love to fight. They love to fuck. Punch. Fight, fuck. I say punch. Fight, fuck. Double down, bitch. Say what? Oh, shit. Punch it, fight, and fuck. What? Yeah, I heard this one bitch, she fucked over 100 dudes. And then they showed the aftermath. I saw this thing on Twitter. Like they showed the aftermath of her fucking 100 dudes. And you could see just the way she was acting, the way she was walking, the way she was speaking. Like there's an old term called mind broken. No, this bitch was beyond mind broken. She was soul broken. Like she was utterly soul broken. I'd never seen a broken soul before until I saw that bitch. Fucked 100 dudes. It's this new like a trendy thing that's going on with these whores. One of these whores I heard is going to try to fuck 1,000 dudes. See if she could like hit 1,000 in one day. Like, damn, if 100 dudes literally broke this fucking bitch's soul, what's going to happen at the end of 1,000? You're going to go full Casca? Ah! Fucking, she's just completely just like there's nothing there afterward, no light behind the eyes. Shit. The modern Western female. Boy, that's wife material right there. You know, she's thinking to herself, fuck, I'm never going to be able to find a husband, am I? Like any man that decides to settle for me is just going to be the most bitch-made beta male, and I'm never going to truly respect him or love him. Like I've completely fucked my life. What have I done? That's got to be going through her mind. Jesus fucking Christ. Women. Yeah, I did a whole bit talking about Jezebel from the Bible. Went through the whole spiel. Like a woman so synonymous with evil that to this day, nobody will dare name their daughters after her. But when you compare Jezebel from the Bible to the modern Western female, Jezebel from the Bible is actually a more high quality woman than your average modern Western female. She truly is. That's how far we have fallen as a society. But it all falls upon the back of men. Yeah, if men didn't become such bitch-made, worthless beta males, then the women wouldn't have become such fucking worthless whores. Simps. Simp culture enables thought culture. Thought culture doesn't exist without simps. You take the simps out of the equation, then the thoughts will not flourish. It all goes back to men. You just can't simp. You just can't simp. And it's okay to simp for a woman if she's worthy of it. But most women are just simply not worthy of it. They love to fight and they love to fuck. Punch. Fight, fuck. Double down, bitch. Say what? Oh, shit. Punch and fight and fuck. What? Yeah, there's so many red flags out there. Number one red flag. Was she raised by a single mother? Not if she is a single mother. No, was she raised by a single mother? The number one red flag, a black flag, if you will. Because if she was raised by a single mother, without fail, she is going to become a single mother. That's just the way the shit's designed. Yeah, you want to virtually ensure that relationship is going to fucking die and not last? Yeah, try to get into a relationship with a woman who was raised by a single mother. Number one black flag. Was she raised by a single mother? Yeah, a lot of people talk about the various things to look out for. Not enough people talk about the things to look out for. Like the green flags, for instance. What are the green flags to look for in a woman? I've done this before. I've talked about the green flags to look for. You distill them down into 6. There are 6 green flags to look for in a woman when you really, really get down to it. Number 1 green flag, the body count. What is her body count? Lower the better. I understand in this day and age, it's really, really hard to find a woman that actually is still saving it till marriage. But when you look at the statistics, the women that save it till marriage, that get married when they're virgins, they stick with their husbands like fucking 80% of the time, something like that. And then with every body after that, it drops like 10%, and then 20%. And by the third body, like it's basically a coin flip, whether or not you're going to get divorced. Body count. That's one of the green flags. The lower the body count, the better. Second green flag, is she fit? Yep. Because much like how a woman can just simply let herself go and her body count can balloon to a double, triple digit sometimes, so too can a woman's weight just balloon out of control if she just lets herself go. Yeah, the weight. Body count, and is she fit, not fat? Yeah, because it shows that she's got discipline. She's got fucking discipline. Those 2 things show that she's got fucking discipline. Mental and physical discipline. Yeah, because the last thing you want to do is get a bitch who all of a sudden balloons up 300, 400 pounds. And I mean, the economy the way it is, the food bill, my God. It'd be like owning a couple of Presa Canarios, a couple of fucking giant Mastiffs. In this day and age, with the food bill the way it is, with the economy, shit. Same thing with a fat bitch. Like the fatter the bitch is, the higher the food bill. Yeah. The 2 green flags to look for: body count and is she fit, not fat. Yep. Third thing you want to look for, her relationship with her father. Does she have a good relationship with her father? Because if she has a good relationship with her father, the chances are she's going to have a good relationship with you. Any woman that has a bad relationship with her father or a non-existent relationship with her father, you're going to have trouble with that one. You really, really are. So that's the third green flag to look out for. The relationship with the father. Does she love her father, treat him with respect? Shit like that. If she loves her father, treats him with respect, she's probably going to love you and treat you with respect. But if there's no father in the picture at all, or if the father abused her or was a piece of shit, then there's going to fucking be trouble there. There really is. There always is. Fourth green flag to look for. This is a random one. It's team sports. Did she play team sports when she was coming up? Like, team sports, why the fuck does that matter? Here's why. Marriage is the ultimate team sport. It really is. Tackling the game of life. Yeah, you've got dark forces set upon you at all sides, trying to extract as much negative emotions out of you as possible. You need a fucking dialed-in partner fighting against that shit. Marriage, the ultimate team sport. And if she's played team sports, she knows the concept of sacrifice, the concept of taking one for the team, the concept of, hey, this isn't all about me. This is all about something bigger. It instills a certain mindset within them. It does. Team sports. That's the fourth one. The fifth green flag to look for: did she want to become a wife and mother? That's it. A lot of women, they want to become a girl boss. I want to become the CEO. No, no, no. Was her ultimate goal in life to become a wife and mother? If so, that's a green flag right there. Anything less, she's going to be doing her own thing and like on her own path and on her own agenda. And any woman who's on her own path, doing her own thing, on her own agenda, well, she's not going to be on your path, on your agenda, doing your thing. And at some point, she's going to break away, and that shit's going to be doomed to failure. Both got to be on the same fucking page. And women, well, the blueprint was written for us long ago. Man and women living together in harmony, raising children together, tending a garden. Look at Adam and Eve, how it was supposed to be. Forsaking forbidden fruits. That's the way it is. Did she want to become a wife and mother? Was that her ultimate goal in life? Versus did she want to become a girl boss? And if she wanted to become a wife and mother, that was her ultimate goal, well, hey, that one might be a keeper right there. Which leads me to the sixth green flag. Does she believe in God? Right there. Doesn't matter which God, does she believe in God? Not so much is she religious, no, does she believe in God? Like truly believe in God? Because most of these fucking bitches are godless. They truly are godless. They don't believe in God. They say they do, but they don't. No, they are the definition of pagans and heathens. Witches, if you will. Ooh, ooh, witchy woman. You don't want a witchy woman. You want a woman that believes in God. Yeah, the Bible speaks about women that, the ungodly woman, the women that don't believe in God. There's always going to be something wrong with those women, fundamentally flawed. Most of the time, they love to fight, argue, and negativity. They love that shit. And those are the fucking last types of women you want to be with. The worst archetype of women there is, the ones that love to fight, argue, bicker, the ones that love negativity. Because all they are, they're the agents of the archons, the agents of evil, the ones who are extracting the negative emotions from man. Yeah. You got to look at things in biblical terms, but more metaphorical. If Adam was a full-blown red pill aware man, like Big Daddy, say Big Daddy was there in the Garden of Eden with Eve instead of Adam, and that bitch came up to me with an apple, said, "Hey, taste this apple, Big Daddy. It's so good. The snake told me it was great." Like, really? What? The snake? Wait, this is the forbidden fruit from the tree that God told us not to eat? Show me where the snake is. So she points the snake out to me. I go, I hurl a rock at the snake, hit it in the head, grab it, whoosh, start beating it against the tree, fucking kill the snake, snatch that apple away from her. Bitch, you ain't eating that shit. And I apologize to God. God, I'm sorry she did this. I'll punish her so you don't have to. Hey, bitch, go over to that tree and break me off a stick. Make sure it's no wider than the width of your thumb. So she goes and breaks me off a stick. I take it. I look up and say, God, all right, I'm going to beat her so you don't throw us out of the garden. Ah, psh, psh, psh. Start beating that bitch.
Help me.
Take this, bitch. Psh, psh. Start beating her some more. Please, God, forgive us. I mean, not to say that it wouldn't have, God still wouldn't have got pissed and thrown them out of the garden, but hey, it might have helped. Might have fucking helped. But yeah, well, the bottom line is a full-blown red pill aware man who's fully fucking in tune with the divine masculine is not gonna fucking allow that bitch to partake of the forbidden fruit and be manipulated by an evil snake. No, he's gonna take charge of the situation. He's gonna go fucking kill that snake, and he's gonna snatch that fruit away, and then he's gonna try to make amends in one way or another. Yep. It all falls upon the shoulders of men. Because without a strong male presence in their lives, most women will always end up straying to wickedness. They really will. taking that forbidden fruit, the forbidden fruit of feminism from those evil reptilian creatures. Yeah, I spoke of how this whole thing is like imagine the Earth as a chicken coop, but for humans, a human coop. And our whole goal is to create negative spiritual energies for certain beings. Well, certain beings, besides the beings of pure darkness, that absorb these spiritual energies of ours. I guess the reptilians, they're the ones that enjoy it as well. In fact, the reptilians are the ones that orchestrated our creation, supposedly. Like what happened was, like, just imagine Neanderthal. Neanderthal man was created by another race of aliens, and they kind of just left us here on Earth. Then all of a sudden, the reptilians came along, saw us, and like, hey, if we do a little bit of tweaking to their DNA, then we can create a whole new fucking being that can capture the fucking God source and channel it, and we get those spiritual energies that we like. Yeah. Anytime you look back on the evolution of man, there's a certain moment where we changed. We went from Neanderthal man to Cro-Magnon man, and there was no link there. All of a sudden, it just happened. And that's when it happened. They fucking found these beings that were here already, and then they jump-started our DNA by mixing their own DNA with ours. You want to know what a true human looks like? You look at the Australian Abo, the Abo of Australia. Abos, Aboriginals. You know, I'm told that is actually a slur, like a racial slur to call an Aboriginal an Abo. I absolutely refuse to believe it, though. How could such a funny sounding word be a racial slur? Abo. Or is it pronounced Abo? I don't know. I guess it depends on what part of the country. In New South Wales, it's pronounced Abo. But in Queensland, it's pronounced Abo. Oh, I see. Okay. Now, while we're talking about all that, maybe I'll segue into some comicsgate talk. Griftosphere talk. Yeah. Sheila showed her boobs to Finn and left the internet. You know, I think I remember that. Sheila flashing her titties to Finn. Nah, that ain't Malin's kid. That's Tyrone's kid. No, Malin's wife left him because of his erectile dysfunction. That's what the word on the street is. Yep. John Malin, Rosa Parks. A man who looks down and can't even see his penis. Yeah, obviously that bitch left his ass. Obviously. By simple virtue of their overreaction to Vanessa's comment, they have basically confirmed the fact that John's marriage is, even if there's a marriage left, is in utter fucking ruin. Shambles. It's a dead bedroom. Let's put it that way. A dead bedroom indeed. Yeah. My lighter's running out of juice. The juice is on the loose. Yeah, we talked about quite a bit of shit tonight. A lot of fucking topics. Looks like Art Bell showed up. Did Anna ever have her baby? I wonder. Yeah, if I were Peaches, I'd be getting a DNA test on that kid. I know that. Especially if he's a darker shade of brown. Yeah, look at the time of her Compton gangbang. Does it line up with her pregnancy? I wonder. I say Compton gangbang, but I just assumed that it was a gangbang. Why else was she in Compton? Come on. Yeah, supposedly she stole some black guy from one of her sisters. So her sister punched her in the face so hard that she got Anna's trashy lipstick all over her fist, and she showed off the pictures on Twitter. Yeah, not the sister that yeeted herself, the other one, the Instagram model. Yeah, I guess she bangs black dudes. A real mud shark, if you will. Yeah, she's way hotter than Anna, too. Yeah, Anna hit the fucking wall. Anna hit the wall so fucking hard, she Kool-Aid man that shit. Oh, no. Oh, real. Yeah, good thing Peaches fucking put a ring on it when he did. No, Peaches was smart. He would have fucking went on to a different bitch. It's like, okay, Anna's hit the wall. It's time to upgrade to something younger and more supple. Like, nope. He decides to put the ring on the bitch right when she hits the wall. Boy, that's the sign of a fucking blue-pilled beta simp right there. Destined to be divorced. I guarantee you write that shit in stone. Within the next 5 years, Anna is going to divorce Peaches and take him for everything he's got. Calling it now. Fucking calling it. I mean, they always do it. They always fucking do it. Hell, JDA's wife stayed with that motherfucker for how many years? Over a dozen years till she finally got sick of his ass and finally fucking divorced him. And JDA was basically a fucking trust fund kid, millionaire. She never had to work a day in her life. Yeah. This is just the tip of the iceberg, though. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Jeff Bezos. Doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're the top of your fucking game, your bitch will still figure out something wrong with the relationship, and she'll fucking divorce your ass and take you for everything you've got. Yeah, true love, real love, like I said, doesn't matter if you use the word love. It's all about how you love. Did you love correctly? How well did you love? The bitch says she loves you, but most of the time she don't even like your ass. Oh, fucking real. Yeah, but like I said, I gave a person the blueprint, the 6 green flags to look for in a possible good woman. Doesn't mean it's foolproof, but it's a good blueprint. The wall ended her roaring lust for life, car breaking down in Compton, for example. Into her bloodlines, baby. Yeah, is that bitch still doing calendars? Like, did she actually do a calendar when she was pregnant? Like, showing off her big old pregnant stomach? Some sort of, like, prego fetish calendar? Did she actually do one of those? I mean, fuck. I mean, how was she, I don't know. I don't even want to know. I shouldn't have even asked. Fuck. Comicsgate. Yeah, a bunch of fucking simps. The uninitiated people who aren't aware think that Comicsgate is a misogynistic movement. No, it's just a bunch of fucking simps. A bunch of fucking stupid simps. Dumb fucking simps. Paying Mandy Summers money for Wart the fucking Wizard. Believe that shit? Buying a Gem-Shock, which is basically what, just some fucking softcore porn, basically. Hey, we get to see the Pits return, though. 4 pages. That took how many fucking years? Yeah. One of the few females that had any degree of talent, Rennie, they ran her out. Over some, what, Dungeoneer, whatever. Like, you stack up all of Mandy Summers' degeneracy against the Dungeoneers. Dungeoneers got nothing on Mandy Summers. They truly don't. Yeah, but Mandy Summers, she's one of the bigwigs. Remember when Ethan named off what CG was? The comicsgate is basically him, Sean, Ethan, John, Shane, Cecil, Anna, and Mandy. That's it. The 6 core members of comicsgate. Everybody else are fucking hanger-ons. And he goes about treating the whole fucking thing with that attitude, too. You just look at the way they went after that whole section that calls itself the chat, basically consisting of just a bunch of fans. I don't think they're going to be fans anymore, though. Yeah, I don't see how you could be fans of a bunch of people that came after you the way they did. The funny part is they're so weird and mentally ill. They thought that entire awards show was done just to troll them, to talk shit about them or whatever. Like, they literally do that awards show every fucking year, you stupid idiots. And every year they act up and cry like little bitches. And it's like they forget what happened every year because they're fucking stupid, mentally ill, I guess. It's what happens when you're in a cult, I guess. You just kind of forget what happens from year to year. Like, you fuckers literally cry like little cunts every year when they do these award shows. The proof is in the pudding. I lampooned you guys years ago. The Grifties. Anybody remembers that one? One of the more classic Big Daddy bits. So classic, in fact, that I actually re-uploaded the bit. And it aged like fine wine. It really did. John Malin won the Grifty for most fragile ego. If we had a Grifties today, John Malin would still win for most fragile ego. He really would. Ethan Van Sciver would win for lifetime achievement in grifting. He would. Yeah. You talk about a bit that aged like fine wine, too. Did it right off the cuff, too. Clipped it, laced it with fucking music, memes. Yeah, it was a classic. Yeah. I remember the old Anna video. Anna, if I were her pimp, she'd make Belle Delphine look like a fucking homeless crack whore. She would be the most lucrative e-thought of all time. An even better video was the roast of Anna. That video was only up for 5 hours until YouTube struck it. Cyberbullying and harassing. But the funny part is the whole that whole roast is actually still inside of one of my fucking live streams, because it was just clipped from one of my live streams is what it was. But the live stream version still exists. Yeah, I remember tagging Anna in that fucking video too, with the @ symbol. So that Star Wars girl knew I fucking made that video about her. 5 hours later, I got struck for cyberbullying. I always wondered in the back of my mind if Anna was the one that struck me for that shit. Because she didn't strike the other one. The one like, you know, the If I Was Her Pimp one. Yeah, that was another classic. 100 subscribers, yeah. For how long? Yeah, the funny part is with the Big Daddy show, literally, I swear to God, every fucking time the show is right on the verge of popping and I get over 20 people in a live chat, boom, either the channel gets fucking eliminated or I get 2 strikes. And then I've got to go to ground. And then by that time, I've got to basically rebuild the whole fucking thing over again. The same fucking thing happened on my other channel. My one where I had about 350 subs. My last live stream, I had over 20 people in the live chat. And then like that, fucking I got the 2nd strike. And then I had to, like, God damn it, every fucking time. Like, how can you fucking grow a channel? YouTube knows it. They fucking know it. I think they changed their algorithms. That or some bitch-made leftists just started striking a lot of my old videos. But yeah, then I caught the 2nd strike and had to private all of my videos. And it's not going to be till February 6th until I can start streaming and uploading on that fucking channel again. And by that time, it's going to be, I'm basically going to have to rebuild the fucking thing from scratch. Yeah, few people will ever understand how hard that is to build your channel up to the point where you finally start to get over 20 people in the live chat. And then like that, boom, they fucking take you down and you got to rebuild it again. But hey, it is what it is, whole ass cracker. As Eric July would say. Yeah, it's a good thing, like, I would just do this even if I didn't have anybody listening, because I've got to rant and rave to somebody or something. Just get it out there into the ether. The way I see it, the true Big Daddy audience hasn't been born yet. They don't exist yet. Like 50, 75, 100 years from now, that's when the show will truly be appreciated. when the audience is mature enough to actually fucking enjoy it and appreciate it for what it really is. Like right now, humanity's emotional intelligence and soul level as such to where like people like Ethan Van Sciver, Yellow Flash, Tug, Nick Rekieta, these types of guys are popular and get lots of views. It's because most people are pieces of fucking shit. And when you see a piece of fucking shit of that caliber, you can identify with them. Not a lot of people can identify with Big Daddy. I'm kind of iconoclastic. Yeah, they broke the fucking mold when they made me. Not anybody can just fucking go live off grid and just completely divorce themselves from society and live the way I live, if you know what I mean. Like, just imagine every fucking meal you have to cook over an open fire like a fucking caveman. Like I live in darkness, just completely surrounded in darkness once the fucking lights go out. Yeah. Few people will ever understand what it's like to live my life. I'm basically the human version of a feral animal. I can sense things about people that, well, like I said, when you're the human version of a feral animal, it sharpens your instincts to a certain degree. Let's put it that way. Damn, that's some good coffee. Fuck, we're closing in on the 2-hour mark. Shit, normally I end the show around the 2-hour mark, but I don't know. Maybe I'll rant and rave a little bit more. Come back and talk about some other shit. Yeah, boy, Zach. He's down to 95,000. I mean, that's still a lot, but your boy Zach, he had well over 100,000 subs at one point. Then he went on his little crusade against the Griftosphere, and then he started hemorrhaging subs. His campaigns have been hemorrhaging money, just like comic skaters. Yeah, one of the funniest parts about these comic skaters, they love money so much. Their entire metric for success revolves around money. And they like to try to rub it in Eric July's face. Hey, look at ISOM 1. It almost made $4 million. I mean, every campaign after that hasn't made that money, so that means you're a failure or whatever. It's like, oh, really, huh? If that's the metric that we're going by, well, look at your fucking campaigns. Just look at your fucking campaigns. Look at your campaigns, John Malin.
Greatest writer of all time. Buy myself a participation trophy, John Malin.
Look at your fucking campaigns. Every campaign, you're losing money. Just like Eric July. Only difference is, when Eric July loses money, he's still making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah, look at your campaigns, Ethan Van Sciver. I heard he just launched some sort of warts and all, like another reprinting of his old fucking shit. Normally, within the first hour, that shit would have cracked 50,000. I think after a full 24 hours, like he barely fucking cracked 30K. Yeah, if this is the true metric of success, then comicsgate is doing far, far, far worse than Eric July and his Rippaverse as far as losing money with every campaign. It really fucking is. Yep. But Eric July is supposed to be having his whole company go down or whatever. Like, yeah, I know a lot of his money is tied up into payroll, but when you release projects as regularly as he does, and everyone makes multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, like eventually you're going to be able to clear payroll. Yeah, if I was Eric July, I'd show off the bank account. Look at how much money I'm making. Look at my bank account. And really flex on them. That's what I do. You know what? I think we're going to take a little break. Another little musical interlude. And then we're going to come back. And then we might rant and rave about some Griftosphere related shit. We might actually make this a full-blown 3-hour banger. It's been a while since I did a full-blown 3-hour show. Maybe we'll do it. I don't know. I guarantee nothing. We'll see. I don't know. The bottom line is you have to always remember what is best in life. We're going to be back in a few minutes, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Crack Joe, the ragdoll, the rebel devil, revel in the pain, and no shame to give 'em what they want. Got 29 reasons I be shooting them all. She got it and daddy, what is best in life? Crushing enemies, take away their life. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big kick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. 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 Lamentation of their women. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with best in life. Crush enemies on sight. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. See them bleed right before your eyes. Hear them scream. Please don't let me die. Lamentation of the women. Feminism is a sin. Lamentation of them men. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo. Crick Joe top the devil in face. Living and dying in pain. No shame. Shots pop them dead on the floor. Hangman. Hangman. Dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with best in life. Crush enemies on sight. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. See them bleed right before your eyes. Hear them scream. Please don't let me die. Lamentation of the women. Feminism is a sin. Lamentation of them women. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with the women. Crush enemies on sight. Yo, Craig Joe pop the devil in face. Living and dying in pain. Ain't no shame to give 'em what they want. Got 29 reasons I be shooting them moms. She got me cracked-jawed and ragdolled, living in a dying pain. Ain't no shame to doing what you like, but stepping to me is fucking suicide. Crushing a miss wife, dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with best in life. Crushing a miss breath, dancing with the devil in the day. Like day and night. Telling me now what is best tonight. Crushing a miss world, leaving my soul of pain. Crushing a miss world, dancing with the devil in the rain. My mind, my mind. Crushing a miss world, feeling my soul a spark. Crushing a miss world, dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with best in life. Crush enemies on sight. Yo. Crush enemies wild, dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with best in life. Crush enemies on sight. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. See them bleed. For your eyes and ears. Release the genocide. It's a bestseller in lamentation of that women. Lamentation of that women. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. See them bleed right before your eyes. Hear them scream. Please don't let me die. Lamentation of that women. Feminism is a sin. Lamentation of that women.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos fresh day. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey, 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 hey. And we're back. Mentos, the fresh maker. All right. We talked about quite a bit of shit tonight. I think it's time we wind her on down and talk about some lighthearted topics. Pop culture, Griftosphere related stuff. Yeah, we talked a little bit about women earlier. You know, I heard an interesting. I don't know if it was an article, but it was a list of hobbies of men's that turn women on the most versus the least. Like the types of hobbies men have that turn women on. You want to know what the number one attractive hobby it is for a man to have, according to women? Bird watching. Yes, bird watching. Have you ever known a man that enjoyed looking at birds, a bird watcher? If you have, I mean, he's probably a fucking serial killer. Yeah, they love serial killers. They like bird watchers because he's probably a fucking serial killer, Ted Bundy type. But you want to know the least attractive hobby a man can have for a woman? Guess. Video games. Yep. Video games versus bird watching. Like, I think I'd rather hang out with the dude who plays video games. The guy who watches the birds. I mean, fuck, why are you looking at birds, for one? There's something wrong there. Like, scratch the surface of any man who likes looking at birds. Why do you like looking at birds? You're going to find a fucking psychopath there. Yeah, women, they don't like the video games. I know that. Even if they pretend they like them, they don't. Even if they're making video games, they'll still try to figure out a way to destroy them from within. You see woke video games on the rise. Dragon Age 4. Fucking just, they let the wokeists come in there like locusts and completely destroy that franchise. BioWare is probably going to have to file for bankruptcy now. Good. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be woke as fuck. Yeah, some sort of leaked memo came out, and they ordered their developers to tone down any sort of criticism of alphabet people. Can't make fun of the troons. You know what I mean? Like, literally, you have the most fertile grounds for making fun of people in the form of troons. In Grand Theft Auto, they're not allowed to go there. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be fucking dead right out the fucking gate. God, I hope so. Fuck. Yeah, these fucking wokeists are going to have to learn a hard lesson. Yeah, they're coming after everything. Like, I can't believe Grand Theft Auto, of all the fucking things, has been infiltrated and is going to become woke now. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 was probably one of the last great video games out there. They had Trevor, one of the greatest video game characters of all time. Seamless gameplay between multiple characters. And the best part about Grand Theft Auto 5 was the storyline. Because it showed who the real gangsters were. No, they weren't Italian mafiosos, no. They were the intelligence agencies. And their fucking cat's paws. The fucking paramilitary corporations that they employ and control. Yeah, those are the true fucking villains of this world. Five Eyes. The ones that started this little fucking war over there in Syria. Yeah, never forget, we had a fucking hit list of 7 Middle Eastern countries we were going to take down. The last 2 on that list was Syria and Iran. And we just took down Syria. Iran is the last one left. Yep. Like, what you gonna do, Iran? Russia's spread too thin. They ain't gonna save you. They couldn't save Syria. Yeah. Anybody who's familiar with American foreign policy knows that we pulled off 9/11 against ourselves to give us the excuse to go in there and take down those 7 Middle Eastern countries. That's for real. Yeah, 9/11 was a military operation we pulled against ourselves. Like, yeah, Israel knew what was happening, but they weren't necessarily the ones that did it. I mean, we did it to ourselves. We were more than willing to do it to ourselves. The whole fucking end goal behind all of this was to throw the entire Middle East into utter fucking chaos. That way, when the smoke cleared and the dust settled, there would be but one superpower left in the region. You can guess who that is. Israel. Yep. And we see the ones orchestrating this whole fucking thing. All of this fucking shit. Yeah. Well, they had to do it, because if they didn't, well, then Syria would kill them at some point. That's literally their justification for doing it. We got to kill them before they kill us. Like, you talk about a fucking race of Super Saiyan hypochondriacs. Yeah, but when you really, really look at the Jewish religion, like, their greatest fear is that the entire planet will figure out who they are, what they're all about, what they have planned, band together and kill every last one of them. That is literally their greatest fear. But then you do a little bit more research and you understand that they don't even look at people who are not Jews as human. You're just barely above that of an animal put on this earth to serve them like slaves. Goy, they're called. And the goy that serve them the best are called Shabbos goy. The ones that serve them on Saturdays whenever they can't lift finger to do work or whatever. The Shabbos goy, the good ones. That's the very highest you could ever attain in the eyes of a Jew, to become a Shabbos goy. And that's basically what the United States of America is. We're nothing more than the fucking Shabbos goy. That's what we are. Nothing more than a tool for Israel to use, to do their fucking bidding. Yeah, there's a reason why they fear the entire earth will figure out who and what they are, band together and kill every last one of them. Whenever you look at everyone else as vassals, as slaves, put on this earth to serve you, that you were God's chosen people. Yeah, they tried to assert this supremacist doctrine way back in the day, a couple thousand years ago. You see, the Jews, they used to have a giant state there in the Middle East. It was called Judea. That was their land. It was this massive area. It encompassed Syria, Palestine, all of that area. The land of Judea, it was called. Yeah, the Jews lived there, and this was when the Romans were the top dogs. But the Romans really ruled the roost, you know. The Romans, they had their citizens there living in the land of Judea. But what happened was there was a certain Jew by the name of Bar Kokhba. He decided to rebel against the Romans. He gathered himself an army over 500,000 strong and systematically killed every last Roman citizen in the land of Judea. You want to know what happened next? When word eventually reached Emperor Hadrian in Rome, he became overcome with an inconsolable rage. And he gathered over a dozen legions. And he sailed into the land of Judea. And you want to know what he did next?
During the Bar Kokhba rebellion, an army of over 500,000 Jews systematically slaughtered every Roman citizen in the land of Judea. When Emperor Hadrian found out, he was furious. He crossed the sea with over a dozen legions and systematically killed every single Jew he could find. When the smoke cleared and the dust settled, the land of Judea was completely wiped off the map, and it was replaced with Syria, Palestine.
Russian to meet his wife, dancing with the devil in the dark.
You see, Emperor Hadrian was a man who knew what was best in life. Yes. Yeah, word is that like there was about 300 Jews left when it was all said and done. And they basically had to restart their entire bloodline from about 300 Jews. This is why, to this day, the Jewish bloodline is so inbred, why they all look the same. Yeah, very, very inbred bloodline, the Jews. Yeah, there's a reason why they're scared of being wiped out to the last man, woman, and child. Is because it almost happened to them once. The Romans almost fucking did it to them once. Yep. Yeah, just imagine if Big Daddy was kicked out of over 109 different bars, taverns, and saloons throughout the course of my life. Obviously, it's the bars, taverns, and saloons. They're the problem, not me. It's obviously not a Big Daddy problem. It's them, obviously. Now, you get where I'm going. Yep. But I digress. Enough of that now. Big Daddy, you're so anti-Semitic. Now, I'm just speaking the truth. This is factual history. It is. You can look in their holy books, too. I'm not even getting into how pedophilia is a part of their religion. I won't even go there. You can look that up yourself. Don't look too deeply into what a moil is. Yeah. I said we were going to talk some Griftosphere related shit. Let's talk some Griftosphere related shit. But first, let's take a little shot of vodka. I gotta get myself in the proper mental state before I talk about this fucking shit. Alright. Hoorah. Yeah, warfare going on out there. Ethan saw that this thing he had going on with the Rippaverse. It was basically going nowhere. It was basically a one-sided war. Just imagine just slamming your head into a brick wall over and over again every day. That's basically what he was doing with these trash cast shows. So instead, he decided to turn the guns inward. Started fucking picking off more members of the movement, his movement, comicsgate, going after the chat, Vanessa's channel. Yeah, before that, they came after Leroy. They ran Leroy off the internet first. Then they ran Vanessa off. I think they're down to the third stringer now. They've called it the chit, something like that. Like, I guess because it's like chit chat. Why? It's so stupid, the chit. Fuck. But I guess these third stringers are all that's left of the chat. And even then, Ethan and John, they're still going after them. They still crying over all this fucking shit. To your average person with a working brain looking from the outside, they can see just how childish and insecure Ethan, John, and the Kings are acting over this shit. This is only working with the most fucking brain-dead cultists and the ones who sold their fucking souls. The ones who like rely and depend upon Ethan for money, basically. Yeah, he's turned the entire movement into like well, it was always nothing more than an Ethan Van Sciver fan club. But now with the culling of all of the young talent, like literally the only way to come up through the ranks of comicsgate and to become a quote-unquote thing, you got to come through Ethan and his show now. Yeah, he has killed off every fucking choke point within the movement. Now it's all going through him, which is the way he always wanted it, I guess. He's consolidated power quite a bit. Thanos snapping away that segment of the fan base, the chat, and all those guys. It's just so unnecessary. Just so childish. Just so insecure. Yeah, I heard John Malin actually got himself a participation trophy. Bought himself a fucking trophy and was streaming about it, showing it off proudly. Zero self-awareness about the whole thing, too. bitch made. Yeah, it's no wonder why his fucking wife left him. Jesus Christ. Yeah, comicsgate. 27 failed marriages, 56 late campaigns. Yeah, I remember I was going at these fuckers hard in one of Ethan's chats. I got timed out 3 times, and I eventually got banned from the chat outright. You want to know the comment that finally got me banned? It was, I quote, "If John Malin cried like a little bitch as well as he fucks, I wouldn't be in the least bit surprised if his wife took up whoring as a pastime. LOL." After that, I got fucking banned from the chat. Like, oh, nar. Hey, you were the ones that brought the bitch into it. Yeah, Danger Vanessa was just making an offhanded comment. You fuckers were the one that brought the bitch into it. And I have absolutely no qualms about making fun of that, if you know what I mean. Because you fuckers don't have no qualms about it. You make fun of Edwin's dead father-in-law, but people can't roast John Malin's failed marriage? Really? Fucking pieces of shit. Fuck. You can talk about pedophiles raping Mark Brooks' kids, but you can't talk about John Malin's bloated whore of a fucking wife? Really? Pieces of fucking hypocrite shit. Yeah. It's okay for Kumalat to have 3D assets in his comic book, but Eric July, oh no. We gotta clutch our pearls over that shit. No scruples, no morals, no class, no values, no ethics, no virtue, except for when it comes to signaling. These fucking comic skaters are all about. Yep. But by acting this way and behaving this way, you're going to attract a certain type of audience to you. You're only going to attract the most lowest vibrational frequency humans, if you know what I mean. Snakes, jackals, traitors, and rabid dogs. Those are what you're going to surround yourself with by acting this way. Yeah, by simple virtue of looking at Ethan's behavior here recently, I guess we can all safely say Andrea is no longer in the picture as far as the internet drama goes. Yeah, we all know Andrea has always been Ethan's conscience. Without her around to keep him in check, we see Ethan's full fucking evil and depravity on display for the world to see. Do you really think Andrea would sit by and sanction Ethan going after a small channel ran by a female and bullying them off the internet for something so trivial? No, it would probably sicken her to her stomach. It really would. But without her around to act as his conscience, now we see Ethan's full fucking evil and depravity on display for the world to see. Yeah, a lot of people think Ethan's all that. Like, is he really though? Just look at what he's got going on in life. He's got a sick, dying wife, an autistic daughter. He's got the fucking jab, so he himself is on a fucking clock. His campaigns are losing money with every fucking... Well, I mean, look at the last one, the warts and all one. Did it ever pass 50,000 yet? If Eric July did the same fucking thing, oh my god, I mean, there would literally be well, there would be at least a couple of trash casts about it. Yeah, they like to hold Eric July to that metric. Look at all of his campaigns. They're making less money each time. Look at your campaigns. They're making less money each time, too. Only difference is, when Eric July is making less money, it's in the terms of, 100,000 here and there. I think, what was his Blood Ruth campaign? At the end of the day, it still made over 500,000, didn't it? And look at your fucking bullshit warts and all nonsense. Has it even cracked 50,000? Look at Elephant. This was something you outsourced to other writers, other artists. Did it crack 100K? I don't even know. Look at what Eric July did, outsourcing his shit to other artists and writers. Horseman, that made what, over 800,000? Blood Ruth, over a fucking 500,000. If money is what your fucking metric is, if it's all about the fucking money, your campaigns are making far, far less with each iteration than Eric July's. So you have to hold yourself to that standard. Well, then you yourselves are failures. Truly are. Truly fucking are. Yeah, there's a war going on out there. War in the Griftosphere. Ethan decided to turn the guns inward, go after the CG slums. Yeah, there are certain people out there that know all of the parties involved, but they kind of just sit back and they haven't fucking spoken up. They haven't tried to broker any sort of peace. You know what I mean? There was one such person that has really got my goat, that really pisses me off about all of this. Ever since I read Alpha Core and realized just how much of a fucking hack this guy truly was, it's Chuck fucking Dixon. Chuck fucking Dixon. Box Day, ya boy Zach, comicsgate, Rippaverse, all of these fucking shitty right-wing comics, what they have in common is one fucking person. Chuck fucking Dixon. He's like the Forrest Gump of shitty fucking comics. He is. Chuck Dixon. Did he ever try to broker any sort of peace between Eric and Ethan in any of this? Chuck Dixon put out a fucking tweet saying, whoa, there's all this war going on, hammer and tong, blah, blah, blah. And I was gonna fucking hit him with what I just said. Chuck Dixon, what have you done to help? Have you tried to broker peace between Eric and Ethan? You know all of these people. You've been around for how many years? You of all people should know just how bad it is to start beef in industries where people are going to be around for multiple decades. Chuck Dixon, you're not part of the problem. You are the fucking problem. I was going to fucking hit him with that tweet. I really was. But sometimes with certain people, you can't just simply tell them what to do. You have to trick them into doing what you want them to do. So rather than just telling Chuck Dixon what I wanted him to do, try to fucking come out and speak out against this fucking shit, instead I tricked him into it. You want to know what I did? When Chuck Dixon set out that tweet, why is everybody going after themselves, going after each other, hammer and tong, blah, blah, blah. I fucking hit him with a tweet. Now, this is something way out of character for me, because I never use my official Twitter account to troll. But I did for this time. This one time. And I said, Chuck Dixon, go fuck yourself. You talentless geriatric old hack. That's what I fucking said. Something along those lines. But that was just the setup. You see, a true troll, what you do is you just set them up and you wait for them to respond, and then the real fucking troll hits them with the response. So I was waiting for Chuck Dixon to respond. And sure enough, he responded. He gave some sort of gif or something, whatever. So then I hit him back with the real fucking juice. And I said, hey, don't blame me, Chuck. As you can see, it's full-blown open warfare here in the indie comic scene. I'm just trying to get with the times. And then you want to know what I said next? Chuck Dixon, without professional editors and established characters to work with, we've seen what you're capable of. Alt Hero Q and Alpha Boar. You're a disgrace. Kill yourself. That's what I fucking sent to that piece of shit. It was up there for a good 4 or 5 hours or so until it finally got taken down. Well, Twitter said, oh, you violated our blah, blah, blah. But it was up there long enough for Chuck to fucking see it, and that's what I wanted. And I eventually had to take it down so I could be able to use my account again, you know. But the effect, what I wanted to happen, ended up happening. That last fucking remark I made, I'm sure it fucking really cut his fucking soul. Because sometimes in order to spur somebody to action, you have to take the fucking knife to their soul. And that's what I did. To be honest, if you take away professional editors and established characters, we've seen what Chuck Dixon is capable of. Alt Hero Q and Alpha Boy. He is a talentless hack. He truly is. Chuck Dixon is not legendary. Chuck Dixon is a talentless fucking hack. He really is. If you give Big Daddy established characters to work with, like Batman or fucking Punisher, and Big Daddy gets to do Batman fan fiction or Punisher fan fiction, well, I'm gonna be able to make some real cool stories. Anybody can take established characters and create good fan fiction, as long as you've got good editors to keep you in line. Yeah, we've seen what Chuck Dixon is capable of without professional editors and established characters. Chuck Dixon is a talentless hack. He truly is. Anyway, like I said, sometimes you can't tell somebody to do something outright. You have to trick them into doing what you want them to do. And what I wanted Chuck Dixon to do was to come out and try to broker a peace. Because as far as I know, Big Daddy is the only fucking motherfucker out there who has tried to broker a peace in this whole fucking thing. The Grift Wars Peace Accords. It's the only fucking video left on my other channel, where I laid out the blueprint to bring peace to this whole situation. Reciprocation. The power of reciprocity. It all started when Eric July decided he wasn't going to promote Ethan. All he had to do was promote Ethan, give Cyberfrog shoutouts, have his fucking mods post links to the Indiegogo campaigns in his fucking chats, give an enthusiastic 1 minute fucking pitch to it every time or whatever, and Ethan would have reciprocated, and everything would have been fucking peachy keen. Everybody would still be getting along. No, but Eric July decided he was just going to go into business for himself. He's slowly starting to come around on all that, beginning with the Rip Ascend. But it all begins with reciprocation. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You promote me, I promote you. Once Ethan saw he wasn't going to get no promotion from Eric, he wasn't going to have access to that audience, well, then Ethan saw he had nothing to lose at that point. And then he decided to turn on Eric. Once he saw he wasn't going to get no clout from him, wasn't going to get no money from him. And thus we come to our Trashcast era. He's trying to walk it all back now, of course. Wage war with the CG slums instead. Like, you literally picked a fight with all of the most hardcore memers and shitlords. Like, the CG slums, they're not going to fucking give up. No, literally, they're going to fucking stream against you for however long until that fucking heart of yours continues to tick, until it gives out from some itis-related something or other. Because we all know Ethan's on a ticking clock. Because we all know Ethan got that fucking jab. And we all know what the jab can do. Yes. There's a reason why Joe Biden is thinking about preemptively pardoning Dr. Fauci. Let's put it that way. Yep. And once Ethan's gone, who's going to take over then? John Malin? Rosa Parks? Mike S. Miller is more popular than John Malin. Fuck. Boy, that's another Big Daddy prophecy that fucking came to fruition. I've been saying it for years. I mean years. That if Ethan ever decided to cut John Malin loose the same way he did Mike S. Miller, that John Malin would be even less popular than Mike S. Miller himself. That's how unpopular John Malin truly is on the under. John Malin is only a thing because Ethan fucking allows him to be a thing. But Ethan is too stupid to ever understand how much of a fucking albatross around the movement John Malin truly is. Besides Ethan, no singular individual has done more harm to the movement than John Malin. Well, fucking real. That's a good thing, because this movement is fucking trash and deserves to be in the state that it's in. Something better is being built behind the scenes, I'm telling you. all of the creators that were 86 from the movement that aren't part of Ethan's inner circle. Like I said, at some point, they're all gonna coalesce, and it's all gonna become bigger than Ethan and his kings themselves. Like I made the Pablo Escobar metaphor. Like Pablo Escobar had made so many fucking enemies that at the end of the day, all of his enemies banded together, created their own fucking super gang. And the super gang, when the smoke cleared and the dust settled, was even more powerful than Pablo himself. And if Ethan keeps this shit up, that's what's gonna fucking happen. You can fool some of the people sometimes, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. And this fucking shit that he's doing, it only works with the most brain-dead cultists, the ones who sold their fucking souls. Anybody with a working brain sees what's going on. Yep. Boy, what's Frog Tony gonna do? Well, he was all in with the Eric July grift. I think he's starting to reconnoiter his grift towards Vito. Last time it looked. I don't know if he's going to keep that up, though. I think I saw Vito on one of his streams. They were making fun of Kumalat and his 3D asset comic book or whatever. Yeah, this is going to be the true litmus test of comicsgate's character. Eric July was raked over the coals for his 3D assets, but Kumalat is doing the same thing for his Fast and Furious ripoff. We will see if they will hold him to the same standards. We will see. Obviously, they won't. Yeah, we know these fuckers. They have no scruples. Kumalat is a CG king, after all. Can't question anything he does. Yeah, last time I heard he was firing up some sort of cope stream about it. Yeah. Did John in the good days wear the beanie when bedrooming his lady? It's obvious John Malin was never able to actually get it inside of her in an inseminator, or else he would have probably had a child or two. The erectile dysfunction, that's the reason why she left him. Motherfucker's so fat he looks down, he can't even see his penis. How is he going to get inside that bitch? They caught the CEO Lifender, Angioni. Was arrested on a weapon charge after being picked up eating at a McDonald's, Altoona. He's supposed to be an heir to a fortune. Back pain issue. Yeah, I talked a little bit about that earlier. The whole thing stinks of a glow-up to me. Doesn't even look like the same guy in the picture wearing a different fucking sweater. I don't know. That's just, some minimum wage he will collect the reward cash. Silly not to at least shave his eyebrows. They grow back a new look. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I don't even think it's the same guy. But the whole fucking thing stinks of a glow-up. The CEO was set to testify. Yeah, I don't know. Ethan defeated Sciatica, but it took 3 months. And now he's over 300 pounds again? Yeah. Figures. More pumped with Mystery Goo than Freddie Mercury. Yeah, I was going through one of my old streams from years ago where I closed it out with Bohemian Rhapsody. I sang it a couple of times. That particular version came out pretty crisp. So I laced it with a beat. All right, this is what I'll play for the halftime show. Yeah. Ethan decided to give up his war and focus on the CG slums, is what it seems. I mean, I'm sure he'll take a pot shot here and there. Like I said, my whole thing about Chuck Dixon, like trying to fucking provoke a reaction out of him. Anyway, Chuck Dixon eventually came out and made a fucking video. It was like a 10, 11 minute video where he basically tried to call for peace in this whole Grift Wars shit. And he started out the video with the tweet that I fucking trolled him with too. Which that's what leads me to believe that that's what finally spurred him to action. Because Chuck Dixon is the one person who hasn't caught any flack in all of this. But Big Daddy, I have the balls to troll Chuck Dixon directly to his fucking face. And when I did, he finally fucking acted. He finally put out a video. You want to know what happened afterwards? Ethan and Shane EFAP'd the video. And they basically threw Chuck Dixon under the bus. They did. And now Ethan is going to EFAP the fucking review of Horseman, where he's probably going to just fucking rip it apart and talk about how shitty it is. Because how dare Chuck Dixon come out and speak out against him? Yeah, now Chuck Dixon is in Ethan's crosshairs. Yeah, sometimes that's what happens. But like I said, without Andrea around to act as his conscience, we see Ethan's full depravity and evil on display for the world. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Oh, fucking real. Smoking fucking freebase with Asian fucking hookers in an Applebee's parking lot. That's how far he's fallen. Fake news, fake news. It wasn't an Applebee's parking lot. It was a Chili's parking lot. And it wasn't freebase. Contrary to popular belief, it was not crack. No, it was meth. Okay, so he was smoking meth in a Chili's parking lot, whatever. Either way, we've seen how far he has fallen. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people like to tie Big Daddy to the quote-unquote Eric July grift. Think that I was shitting on Eric July to grift or make money. Like, I never made any fucking money shitting on Eric July. And in fact, anybody who's truly followed Big Daddy knows it was about February I stopped fucking making Eric July videos, almost a fucking year ago, pretty much. Yeah, it all happened after I buck broke the Ripitards. And it kind of stopped being fun, really. The buck breaking of the Ripitards. Few people will ever understand what that is like. To buck break an entire fucking fan base. To take a fan base and just break it over your fucking knees like the bundle of sticks that they truly are. The buck breaking of the Ripitards. Yep. That was mostly what it was all about, all of those Eric July videos I did. It was me trolling the Eric July fan base. Yeah, it all started when I gave a bad review to iSong. Like, I never decided to fucking really, like, become a quote-unquote detractor or whatever. It just kind of happened. Dick Masterson reviewed the book, said it was shit. Eric July chimped the fuck out. Somebody uploaded a fucking copy on Twitter. I looked at the PDF. Like I said, I was ambivalent towards the motherfucker in the beginning. The comic had almost been out for a full fucking year at this point. Nobody had really looked at it or reviewed it yet. My thought about the whole thing was, hey, he made a comic and he made money on it. Good for him. But then I saw the way he reacted to the review. And I thought to myself, hey, let's see what all of the fucking hubbub's about. And I saw it and realized, oh my God, it was one of the worst things ever created by a human. And I realized everybody was full of shit. All the people that said it was good, they were all lying just to try to get clout from it. And that's what pissed me off. So I decided to set the record straight by doing a real review. Because nobody had actually given it a review. Yeah, Dick Masterson did the notes or whatever, but there was no real fucking video you could go to about it. So I made a fucking review. And then Rippaverse Goalposts fucking clipped a portion of the review, and then like that, the channel got brigaded, and it pissed me off. And then I started every live stream, I would, during my segment where I shit on Griftosphere related whatever, I would talk about how shitty ISOM was some more, and I would go back and clip the live stream, and basically it became a game almost. You get 40, 50, 60, sometimes 100 comments or more of just rah, rah, people in your comments, like true vitriol, true hate, true fucking demons unleashed. And you're fucking responding to every one of them too. Fucking talking shit back. And you're putting out almost a video every fucking day too. Yeah. Believe it or not, I never would have got the proper watch hours without those videos. Now all I need is the 500 subs, and like that, boom, I'm monetized. I can get super chats. Yeah, those Rippetards, they helped me reach monetization for those watch hours. But the very moment I knew I had them on the ropes, I mean, like, boom, hit them so fucking hard, their lights went out for a second, and they staggered, and they had to balance themselves on the ropes for a moment. I had them on the ropes. You want to know when that moment was? I'll tell you when that moment was. It was the iSong 2 Big Daddy cut. That was the moment where I fucking hit the Eric July fan base so fucking hard that their lights went out for a split second, and they staggered, and they had to balance themselves on the ropes for a second. Because up until that point, every fucking video I had ever done would get at least 30, 40, 50 comments or more sometimes of these fuckers coming there and talking shit. But after the iSong 2 Big Daddy cut, not a single fucking Rippetard fucking tried to talk shit. Silent as a mouse on the set. That's when I knew it was like, oh shit. It was like that moment in Star Wars. It was played in the theaters in Japan. Like literally all the people that watched it were in their seat silent afterwards. It's like, fuck, I don't know how to react to this. I've never seen anything like this before. Like, not only did I make the single funniest parody that was ever made, lampooning not just his product, but Eric July himself. Not only that, but I fixed the whole fucking thing too. Cleaned up the whole fucking thing. Actually made it better. Not only was it fucking funny, but it was a better fucking comic. Trimmed all the fat. Consolidated the character of Blood Ruth and Jasmine into the same character. It was just so much better on so many levels. And the Rippetards fucking knew it. They fucking knew it. In the pit of their souls, they knew it. That's why they couldn't say anything about it. Boom, boom. Had them on the ropes. After that, every video afterwards was a lesser amount of comments. Until finally it got to the point where Rippaverse Goalposts never even bothered clipping one of my streams. They just took a screenshot of one of my thumbnails to try to rally the troops. And I think only one Rippetard ended up showing up. Whereas before in the past, like a whole legion would have been there. That's the moment I knew I destroyed them. That's the moment I knew I had buck broken the Rippetards. When Rippaverse Goalposts tried to rally the troops, and only one came up. Only one decided to fucking show up to talk shit. That's when I knew that I had buck broken the Eric July fan base. Yep. The buck breaking of the Rippetards. Few people will ever understand that feeling. To take an entire fan base and just snap it over your fucking knees. And that's what I did. And after that, well, it kind of stopped becoming fun after that. I mean, I love fighting. I love war. Not with my loved ones and the ones I care for, but against demons and people of that ilk, yeah, I'll fucking go to war with you. Big Daddy won. I fucking won. Because Big Daddy is a man who knows what is fucking best in life. You know what is best in life? Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. Hear the lamentations of their women.
Crush enemies while dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with best in life. Crush enemies bright. Dancing with the devil in the day. Day and night. Telling me now what is best tonight. Crush enemies while leaving my soul of pain. Crush enemies while dancing with the devil in the rain. My mind. Crush enemies while feeling my soul a spark. Crush enemies while dancing with the devil in the dark. Daddy never take no crap. Daddy with the big dick slap. Daddy with a pimp slap hand. Daddy be the back door man. Yo, what is best in life? Crush your enemies. What is best in life? Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies.
Crush your enemies. Crush your enemies. Yeah. Warfare. Yeah, a lot of negativity going on out there. Yeah, this is the importance of why you don't start beefs in industries where you're going to be around for 10, 20, 30 years or more. Because those beefs can linger under the surface for years. Like, look at the beef that Ethan Van Sciver has with Iconic Comics, for instance. This beef has been simmering under the surface for what? 6 years, 7 years, something like that? And for what? It's just so nonsensical. It's just so stupid. But Ethan, he's forgiven John De La Rose for far, far less. But he can never forgive Iconic Comics. No. It's because Iconic Comics, well, they kind of show him up. Like, that shows a business model that's far, far superior to his business model. A business model that focuses less on drama and more on getting comics into the hands of their customers. Yeah. Yeah, it's all falling apart for Ethan, it seems. His campaigns are making less money each time. He's losing respect. He's having to bring new people into the fold to replace the ones that are leaving. And the ones he's bringing in, like I heard he brought in a full-blown church-burning Satanist. What the fuck is that all about? I heard that he actually made Ryan Word Nerd Palmer a CG King. Can anybody confirm that? Ryan Word Nerd Palmer a CG King? It's bad enough you made Dark Grift a CG King. Fuck. Being a CG King really doesn't mean shit anymore, I guess. Fuck. Sip a little wine there. Yeah, we've hit the 3-hour mark. Shit. I guess we might close the stream out, maybe? I don't know. Hail Mary. I'll throw the link to the chat out there in case anybody wants to pop on and chop it up with Big Daddy. The StreamYard's link is out there. Oh, Joy Reid has lost roughly half her viewers since the election. Primetime hosts also struggle. Story by Joseph Wolfsong. Yeah, the mainstream news media, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, they were crying for how many years about Trump being literally Hitler? But people elected him anyway. It's like, oh no. He's Hitler. Like, really? Yeah. It's all such a fucking joke. Ryan Word Nerd Palmer, fucking CG King, and Dark Grift. Yeah, it really doesn't mean much to be a CG King anymore, I guess. Yeah, Liam Gray. Right when Liam Gray gets made a CG King, all of a sudden the whole concept of the CG King just gets watered down to nothing. Yeah, letting Dark Grift become a CG King, though, that was Ethan kind of acting in the form of like turning Dark Grift into a charity case. Because Dark Grift actually, he owns the trademark for creating comics with the comicsgate brand or whatever. Like Ethan only owns the trademark for merchandise. Yeah. The trademark for graphic novels is still available out there. Yeah, maybe Preston will get that one. Yeah, but actually that might be under the trademark lawsuit right now. Last time I heard there was some sort of an NDA signed. But I think that might just be for like the defamation part. As far as the trademark part, I don't know if that's actually gone to trial yet. So Ethan may yet lose it. But as far as the trademark for just straight up comic books go, Dark Grift owns the trademark for CG. You hear all that talk about, oh, Dark Grift, he saved the trademark or whatever, saved the trademark. Dark Grift owns the trademark. That's what they mean when they say that. Dark Grift has not officially signed the trademark over to Ethan. No. So Ethan has to a degree, still appease Dark Grift. Still throw him a bone here and there, a.k.a. allow him to become a CG King. Because what if Dark Grift decided to start publishing Matt Barr comics using the comicsgate brand? How would Ethan feel about that? How would he feel about that? Dark Grift could do that if he wanted to. Dark Grift could take the fucking brand in an entire different direction if he truly wanted to. But Ethan, he knows this. This is why he's got to keep Grift in pocket. This is why he offered him a spot on the CG Kings. Ryan fucking Word Nerd Palmer. Or at least Ryan Word Nerd Palmer's got a fucking comic book out there. What the fuck has Dark Grift done? I guess he's a publisher or whatever, but Hunting Alice hasn't fucking been released yet. How many years late is Hunting Alice? 4 years, going on 5? Fuck, who knows? Yeah, it was long been my theory that Dark Griff thought Hunting Alice was going to make a lot of money, like 20,000 or more. Like he thought that using Preston's old lady was going to be some sort of a gimmick that could put him over and get him a lot of money. It was a dark grift indeed. And it turns out nobody wanted that comic, and it didn't make nearly as much as he thought it was going to make, and he just kind of lost all interest in the fucking project after that. And that's why it hasn't released yet. Rift. Yeah. You know, I heard Billy Tucci, he wanted smaller channels to advertise for the bigger campaigns. Like, I actually heard some fucking shit like that.
Yeah, it's up to these smaller channels. They should advertise for us. We've been doing all the work.
You imagine that fucking shit? You just imagine Big Daddy saying, hey guys, why don't you go out there and buy Cyberfrog today? And here's a link in the description. And while you're at it, go buy Billy Tucci's She as well. Like, you realize how fucking stupid that would be, me trying to advertise to all fucking 2 people watching my show right now? Like, who the fuck do you think you are, Billy Tucci? Fuck! Like, all of these smaller channels and smaller creators, the people watching those channels, they're already well aware of the existence of you bigger fucking channels and you bigger campaigns. You know, it's the smaller creators and the smaller channels. They're the ones that need the fucking exposure. Yeah. But Billy Tucci thinks the onus should be upon the smaller creators to advertise for the bigger ones. I mean, I always thought that was the most pathetic cucked shit. Whenever I would see Lord Finatra try to advertise for Ethan Van Sciver and all these other campaigns. Like, Lord Finatra, all of the people that are watching your fucking show right now are well aware of where to buy Cyberfrog and where to buy Inglorious Rex and all these other stupid fucking campaigns. Like, all this does is make you look like a desperate clout-chasing cuckold. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking be one of those types of fucking channels. Yeah, but I guess that's the only way that you can really ascend in the movement. You gotta advertise for these bigger channels and just hope one of these guys are watching your stream. Hey guys, go out there and buy Warts and All today by Ethan Van Sciver on Indiegogo. Did you see that, Ethan? Did you see it? And then hoping that Ethan's watching me and like, you know what? Big Daddy advertised my campaign. You know what? I think I'm going to take him under my wing and bring him on my show and advertise his campaign too. Like, literally, you imagine like the cucked fucking state of mind you would have to think like that. And that's what they want these fucking comic skaters to do. Like, you just have to sit there and hope that one of these bigger channels is watching you and sees you promoting their campaigns so that they decide to promote your campaign too. It's just so fucking stupid. It's just so stupid. It really is. Cocked. Pathetic. Yeah. The last thing you want to do is end up selling your soul for 36 pieces of silver to these fucking people. Yeah. One of the most disappointing characters in this whole fucking farce of a play, Liam Gray. Like, oh man, Liam. Like, it's so funny to see just how far Liam has fallen. Liam Gray, he reminds me of the William Hurt character from 1984, the movie. Where you talk about the book too. But the main character from 1984. Like, after he gets taken in by Big Brother, and Big Brother basically tortures the holy hell out of him, beats the fuck out of him, just basically breaks his fucking soul. And right when he thinks he's going to die, Big Brother lets him loose. And then he finds himself in the bar, drinking a beer, and then he looks at the television and he sees Big Brother on the screen, and then a tear rolls down his cheek because he knows at that moment he loves Big Brother. It's like, motherfucker, Big Brother almost killed your ass, tortured your ass for how fucking long? And now you love Big Brother? Really? Fuck. Like, Liam used to be somewhat of the moral conscience of this movement. Not anymore, he's not. Fuck, not anymore. Literally, John and Ethan could devour an infant right in front of Liam. And Liam would still figure out a way to run damage control. He would still figure out a way to justify it, even if it was Liam's own infant himself. Like, well, they were hungry, mate. What were they supposed to do? Not eat the baby? Comicsgaters have eaten your baby, Liam, like a fucking dingo. Aren't you going to speak out against it? Fuck no, he wouldn't. Liam knows where his bread is buttered. Like I said, Liam sold his fucking soul for 36 pieces of silver. Literally, they could devour Liam's own infant child in front of him, and he would still figure out a way to justify it and run damage control. Well, the wolf is hungry, he will eat. Just look at the belly on John. Liam, Comicsgaters have eaten your baby. Like a dingo. And what are you going to do about it? Are you going to speak out against it? What, mate? I've still got one working testicle. The missus, her womb is still functioning. You saw the baby. Although I must say that that child was a darker shade of brown. A very dark shade of brown indeed. I've had my suspicions about that new ranch hand of mine. Yes, I've had my suspicions for a while. Fucking abos! Fucking abos! Like, Jesus Christ, Big Daddy. There's a lot going on with that joke there. Cuckoldry, Satanism, comicsgaters displaying their full-blown graft and licentiousness. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since I made a joke about Liam Gray. And never forget, Big Daddy used to have the best Liam Gray material. It's been a while. But then let's not kid ourselves. If Comicsgate was the Lord of the Rings, Liam would be Gollum. He really would be. Liam would be Gollum. He's more creature than human at this point in the game. He would literally sit there and watch John and Ethan devour one of his own infant children, and he would still figure out a way to run damage control and justify it. That's how far Liam has fallen. Oh, fucking real. What? I know Liam doesn't listen to my channel. He already admitted that Ethan is the only channel he listens to. Well, I only listen to Ethan now. Yeah, Liam, he's got such this stinky, fucking arrogant attitude about him now. Yeah. Sold his fucking soul for 36 pieces of silver. One of the most disappointing characters in this whole fucking farce of a play, Liam Gray, really. Yeah, I heard Liam started some sort of hate campaign against Matt Barr. Trying to raise $9,000 too. Christmas right around the corner. Got to get some Christmas gifts for his wife's kids, I guess. Yeah, one of them wanted a fucking $400 sweater. Remember that one last year? One of his wife's kids wanted a fucking sweater that cost $400. Like, is it made from the golden fleece? Fuck. That just goes to show, like, if your wife's kid wanted a $400 fucking sweater, that kid has absolutely no respect for you. It really, folks. You imagine that? Wifing up a fucking post-wall roasty with a bunch of fucking mixed race kids and thinking you're some sort of fucking badass or whatever. No, Jesus Christ. Would Risey fucking Lee ever wife up a post-wall roasty with a bunch of fucking mixed race kids? No, he fucking wouldn't. Risey fucking Lee, the greatest Australian that ever lived, next to Crocodile Dundee himself. Well, fucking real. Liam Gray, the human version of Gollum. Fuck. Would literally watch John and Ethan devour one of his own fucking infant children in front of him. Doesn't have the fucking character to speak out against it. Liam Gray has fallen so fucking far. It makes me fucking sick to my stomach. But like I said, he's like that character in 1984 at the very end, just so utterly soul broken. Soul broken. He looks at the screen, sees Big Brother, and he knows that he loves Big Brother, even though Big Brother almost fucking killed his ass. Hey, Liam knows where his bread is buttered. He knows where his bread is buttered. Maybe he'll be able to buy his wife's daughter that $400 sweater this year. Ethan did decide to take pity upon him and promote his campaigns for him, after all. Like, what the fuck would Liam be if Ethan didn't decide to turn him into a fucking charity case and promote his fucking Dino King for him? Liam would be Jenny on the block, still begging like a street harlot for people to retweet his campaigns. Retweet my campaign, mate. Please retweet my campaign. Odie won. Odie fucking won. Tomahawk Angel could be bought in a fucking Barnes & Noble. He's published through Dark Horse. Odie fucking won. All right. Fuck. I don't know what else to say. Shit. Yeah, sorry, Liam. I got to a little too, well, I've been mixing vodka and wine. Let's put it that way. And seeing the way, seeing a man that once had some degree of morals and character completely fucking sell his soul for 36 pieces of silver to people like John and Ethan just makes me sick to my fucking stomach. It really does. It really fucking does. All right, let's go ahead and close the stream out. A 3+ hour banger, baby. Big Daddy roasting everybody. Even going back old school and roasting Liam one last fucking time. One fucking last time. But if anybody out there deserves to get roasted at this point in the game, it's Liam. You watch, slowly people are going to start to turn on Liam. And the slums, they got the most hardcore memers and shitlords there are. Liam could go to his little hug boxes on Frog Tonys and on the CG Kings. But everywhere else, people are going to fucking target him. It's going to happen slowly but surely. You watch. JDA is entering the fold again, too. Ethan broke the truce with JDA. Yeah, Ethan decided to fire first shot. I thought for sure JDA would have broke the truce first. Nope, but Ethan did. So now that JDA is back in play, maybe he'll start going after Liam again, you know? We'll see. Looking back on it in hindsight, seeing what fucking Liam became, I think JDA might have been fully justified in doing what he did. Looking back on it in hindsight, I really fucking do. All right. Let's fucking end this shit before I go too off the rails here. Off the fucking rails. All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. It's been a fun one.
I'm being bothered by a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Deep and I'm hopping on a moon shadow. Moon shadow, and if I ever lose my hands, lose my plow, lose my lands, if I ever lose my hands, I won't have to work no more. And if I ever lose my eyes, if my colors all run dry, if I ever lose my eyes, I won't have to cry no more. 'Cause I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and a hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. And if I ever lose my legs, I won't moan and I won't beg. If I ever lose my legs, I won't have to walk no more. And if I ever lose my mouth, lose my teeth north and south, if I ever lose my mouth, I won't have to talk no more. 'Cause I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and a hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Did it take long to find me? I asked the faithful lie. Did it take long to find me? Though you're gonna stay tonight. I'm being followed by a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Leaping and a hopping on a moon shadow, moon shadow, moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow. Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? Black hole sun, won't you come? Won't you come? Hang my head, drown my fears, till you all just disappear.